Hello there! From behind the yellow line, this is Trammin episode 105. My name is Kirk, and as always, I'm joined by my friend and repurposed audio animatronic critter, Christian Rainwater.
What's up, everybody? Our big thunder topic of the week is Splash Mountain.
Part 4 of the Mountains of Disneyland.
Zippity-doo-dah.
Zippity-a.
My, oh my, what a wonderful
way to roll the intro.
Hello, everyone. Welcome aboard Trammin, a Disneyland podcast. Please lower your head and watch your step while boarding. As a courtesy to other passengers, we ask that there be no eating, drinking, or smoking on board. In just a few moments, we will begin our trip into the Disneyland resort news and topic of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, this tram is ready to depart. Driver, you are clear.
Welcome back to Trammin, everyone. Happy Wednesday. We're your hosts, Kirk and Rain. What's up, Rain?
I forgot to turn off the AC a little while ago, dude. And our AC has been running all day. And I'd like to formally apologize to Brandy on the air.
For on the air.
On the air. On the air for on the air for wasting her money. So she pays the electricity.
Okay, but running it throughout the day actually saves money, because if you let it get too hot, it's gonna work way harder all night trying to get it to the temperature you want. You want to turn on and off during the day.
Yeah.
Now it didn't really turn off, but it's easier to keep it cool than to cool it down.
Got it.
So I don't know.
I'm gonna clip this and send it to her.
I wish I had AC.
Yes, yeah, I do too.
I mean, I do have AC. They're waiting for parts, as are many of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, we could make swamp coolers.
We have a couple at work.
Yeah.
Swamp coolers. Want me to bring one over? It's like a 5x5, but you know.
Do they ever leak?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want my socks to get wet. So let's change into some dry socks with
mousekeeping. If this is your first time here, welcome aboard Trammin, a Disneyland podcast, where Kirk and I talk about the Disneyland resort through and only through our eyes. To catch up on jokes, references, context, and backstory, check out our lore page on trammin.com/lore for our recommendations for Disneyland, DCA, and more. Check out trammin.com/rex for artwork to make your own Trammin merch. Visit trammin.com/art. That's for your personal use only. If you enjoy the show, like, subscribe, comment, and review us wherever you can, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and my favorite YouTubes. For a visual guide of the show and to message us, follow at Trammin Podcast on Instagram or email us at tramminpodcast@gmail.com. You can find all these links and lore on trammin.com.
Yes, you can. So two things. One, I did a little finger wag.
I saw that.
You know what's iconic? The Sonic finger wag. How is that not in those movies? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the Sonic Mania trailer, do you remember that? Remember Sonic Mania?
I played it.
Dude, that intense finger wag at the end was just like, ooh.
Yeah.
They're going to put that in the movie.
That guy knew what he was doing. The developer of that game. Because it was one guy, right? I think his name is Christian.
Christian Whitehead.
Is that his name? Yeah.
But I think he had a little team.
Oh, okay.
There was a couple enthusiasts. But good finger wag.
Yeah.
Good
game.
wag.
Good game.
I never played it.
No?
It was free at some point, right? So I think I own it.
Oh, on
PS Plus.
On PS Plus. Yeah.
Included, not free.
Yeah.
Second thing, I wish, okay, so we use Sticker Mule for all our stickers. You know how like they have the roll of labels?
Yes.
And they're not as nice as this.
As the die cuts?
Yeah, but they cost the same. I want a roll of stickers so when we have like drinks, we could like cover the logo with Trammin, you know, just instead of like censor tape, because that's like, oh, we couldn't get these people to pay us. Instead, it's like, no.
Look at who we
Trammin.
are.
Yeah. Anyways, it's time for Your Right, in which members of the Tram fam write in with corrections and comments. Rain, cue up that corrections music, please. So remember the Matterhorn trash?
That I do. Yes.
And I said it was the old bobsleds. It's Skyway gondolas.
Ah, you're right.
Nobody wrote in.
But you just remembered.
Yeah, and then I told Kimmy. She's like, yeah. I'm like, well, you didn't tell me. I know she knows. Someone tell me. This This is where members of the Tram fam write in with corrections and comments, not where I remember that I was wrong.
That was good though. I completely forgot about that too.
Sorry, you said you just thought of that. I didn't. I rode Matterhorn and I saw it. That's what it was.
I
and I was like, those are the old buckets, like when they were buckets. Ryan wrote in, the black lager from Enegren Brewing Company is in the beer garden and it's great.
A black lager, okay.
The mead, not great.
Yeah, that's what I think you're the one who told me. Yeah.
Again, just no.
Still surprised that they had mead in Disneyland. That's still
they've had it before and it was bad the other time too.
Got it.
They had a really good one. Diego probably has a picture of it. Raven wrote in, never seen Jurassic Park. How? Regarding what I said. I don't know. Wasn't I too young for it when it came out?
Were you not into dinosaurs as a kid? Because I feel like our generation, everyone loved
like I was
T-Rexes.
into Land Before Time.
Yeah.
But dude, I was the kid who liked the Brontosaurus more than the T-Rex.
The long necks.
Yeah, dude, they're huge.
Yeah.
T-Rex, big head, little arms. Yeah. Huge head. Which one would look better with feathers? Probably T-Rex.
Probably the T-Rex, yeah. I think that's the one that's... Well, they're all supposed to have feathers.
Are
right?
they?
I don't know.
I don't either. Yeah. I'm not that... I was never that into dinosaurs. What was I into? I was into ocean stuff.
Really?
Sharks, dude.
Really?
Sharks are dinosaurs. But
you think that was a hockey thing?
No, I never liked the Sharks.
Oh, okay.
Although, my first hockey game ever, Mighty Ducks versus San Jose Sharks. Obviously, go Ducks. Okay, so let's talk about this. The double tap space.
Was this just last week that we discussed this?
Yes.
Wow, man.
I have asked everyone. If I see someone using their phone, I ask. Okay.
Well, what's your read on this?
Nobody knew this.
Right?
Except a couple outliers. So let's go. Oh, you want to go first or me?
No, you go first.
Okay. Kimmy didn't know. Kev and Autumn. I think Autumn always knew. Kev knew when I told him like last year, or like he didn't know and I taught him. So Michael at work didn't know, but on Android, on right under your right thumb is the period.
Got it.
And on Samsung, I don't know if regular Gboard does this, but Samsung's keyboard, if you hit the period, it puts a space and then capitalizes, so people don't need. It's almost easier.
You don't need to think about it, kind of thing.
Well, double tapping a space bar is a bigger target than hitting the period, but it's right there. And then I asked him, but what if you had to go into the symbols board? And he said, if I had to do something that annoying, the iPhone, I would have looked for another way. Because you would think, there's got to be an easier way to do. Like, how ridiculous is that?
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I think that's why people's punctuation has gradually gotten worse. Especially for iPhone users.
Dude, I was texting on a Razor for the first time.
And you had good punctuation?
I think I did, actually. Because I didn't use T9.
You didn't use T9? You madman? What'd you do?
I was faster.
With selecting each one individually?
Dude, I memorized how many clicks it was for each one.
Yikes, dude. T9 was... That was it.
But I did that with my left thumb, and my right thumb was on the right cursor, so I would just go to the next letter. Dude, I was quick.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I would know, like, okay, I need capital G, that's 4. Because it's...
Wow, no, I did not know that. Wow.
And then, Jonathan at work knew. Or no, I think he knew the period thing, but he also knew the space bar. He just used the period because it's right there.
Okay.
I think Victor might have known. I don't remember. He was also Samsung. Eddie didn't know. I don't remember about Joe. So I asked my dad. Because, yeah, of course I knew. It's like, I've known this it's like a couple years ago I told your mom. And before, I think right before he said that, my mom texted me. She just said, I knew about double tapping the space bar. Also, you know this, but also swiping your finger across the space bar moves the cursor.
Yeah.
So there, if someone else didn't know that, there you go. Shoot. Who wrote in? Someone wrote in. I don't have the phone with me. He said, Kirk changed my life. He doesn't write in too often.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see. Yeah, so my parents knew. They are 29 years older than me.
29. Okay.
So they're
my mom
still
is
twice
too.
my age.
I think my mom is too.
Huh. What year is your mom born?
61.
No, my parents were born 64, so that doesn't work.
My mom was not 34 when she had me, was she?
Asking me?
No, what? Okay, well, now I got to check this.
You don't know what year your mom was born.
61.
Dude, then she was...
She was 32. Wow, she was old.
Hey, good for her. She lived a full
and then
life.
still had my sister after.
Yeah.
Oh, it was JD Silva.
No.
No, it wasn't?
Let me see.
Here, go for it.
Big phone. I'll know as soon as I see it.
Well, while you're looking for that, I tweeted it on Twitter, of course, and one of my friends from Apple responded when I used to work there, and all he said was, his name is Scott. All he said was Pages ? ?
Oh,
I said iPhone, and that was the end of the conversation.
That was Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Dang, who was
So
this?
I'm curious if this works on Pages also, when you're typing on a computer.
No, I don't think so.
No, okay.
Dude, you're on a computer. Hit the. Oh, it's Joey.
Joey.
Yeah. You're on a computer. Hit the freaking thing.
Yeah, space.
I think that's everyone I asked, but crazy.
Yeah.
Did you ask anyone?
No.
This.
Other than Twitter.
Oh.
And Scott responded. So
I thought this was like your, the Foo Fighters question of the week.
no, that one. See, that one had more precedence for me.
Okay.
Yeah, and the other day.
Wait.
What?
One more. iPhone. Shake to undo.
That I knew.
I know. You know.
Yeah.
You know the things. You just didn't know that one. But I swear this was like I don't know. I used to look up everything because I was never gonna own an iPhone.
Yeah.
AT&T.
No, Verizon. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. So the other day I was driving home, and I was like, you know what? I'll give them a shot. I put on the Foo Fighters.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. I'll leave it at that.
They're great, man.
Yeah.
And
The best of you. Good song.
but admittedly, but only because of my whole Los Angeles, California comment. Red Hot Chili Peppers are in the Food and Wine loop.
Yeah.
But because
Do you know that song?
Huh?
Do you know that song that's in the Food and Wine loop? I
Yeah.
couldn't tell what song it was.
I don't know any of the names because all the songs sound the same. You know they do.
Yeah. Was it like is it a new song? It must be.
Who knows?
I had never heard of
Who
it.
knows? Okay, and does Chick-fil-A sauce discussion go here?
It does. It definitely does.
Okay, so we got Chick-fil-A today because Rain had to try the sauce. And I saw him take a dip of the sauce in the chicken nugget, just a tiny little smidge.
Yeah, I needed to test the waters.
And I was like, Rain, I looked at him like, well, what do you think? And what'd you say?
it's life changing. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It's creamy honey mustard.
It's not what I thought.
Yeah,
it's definitely not what I thought. So I'm glad I am willing to open my horizons sometimes.
Now, that stuff's good with Cane's.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
It's better than the cane sauce?
The cane sauce, it's just ranch. Like,
Yeah.
well, cane sauce is mayo, right?
Yeah, that one I do.
It's mayo, ranch powder, Worcestershire sauce, and I think a touch of ketchup.
Mm.
Yeah. The ratio is online because there was a disgruntled employee. So, yeah, it's like exact ingredients, not like a leak or whatever. Yeah, but Chick-fil-A sauce, good stuff. And yeah, try the honey barbecue packet. So, let's get in some news. First up, 2 last bites.
Ooh, 2?
So, there is a guide to spring food.
Ah, okay.
So I looked at it.
Mhm.
Let's say there are 38 items. I'm guessing, right? 36 of them were Walt Disney World. And 2, this is in the last 2.
Oh, man.
Now, let's take a quick trip to the Disneyland Resort, and there are only 2 things. At Red Rose Tavern, breakfast is available once again. And the first of this was already there before. There's other breakfast food. But I really want this because it is the Beast Breakfast Burger. An Angus patty, bacon orange marmalade.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Right.
Yeah.
Egg and arugula, on a toasted bun with a side of potato bites. Those are tater tots. And a vegetable quinoa breakfast bowl with quinoa, roasted mushrooms and cauliflower, arugula, tomato, potato bites, and spicy lime aioli. I would eat that for dinner. I would not eat that for breakfast.
That burger.
Yeah.
That burger's where it's at.
Let's like normalize beef patties in the morning.
Yeah.
Beef patty is better. Like beef and egg is better than sausage and egg.
I'm not a sausage guy at all. Brandy loves sausage, dude. Like, whenever I make breakfast, I have to make my bacon and I have to make her sausage, like both of them, because we don't want each other's, you know.
Dude, it was. It reminds me, long time ago, Cal Poly finals week, before 10 a.m. Denny's Grand Slams on campus, $2.
That's scary. That's scary.
No substitutions. So it came with bacon, sausage, egg, and pancakes, right?
$2?
$2. Before 10 a.m., finals week. Amazing. So I used to carpool with my friend Ariana. I like bacon. She likes sausage. No substitutions.
Yeah, switch.
Well, switcheroo.
Yeah.
It's good. Good stuff. I've never actually eaten a breakfast sausage. I've had the sausage patty.
You've never eaten a breakfast sausage?
Just straight up, no.
Wow.
Because I don't like that fennel in it. You know, it's like Italian sausage.
Yeah, it's the wrap.
It's the anise.
Yeah.
No. The anise or the fennel that they put in there.
On the inside of it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I'll eat the patties. I have those Jimmy Dean things as like emergency breakfast. Like when I get to work, I forgot my oatmeal or I didn't go, whatever.
Yeah.
Take one of those out of the freezer. They're not that bad.
In the microwave?
Yeah. They're egg white.
Yeah.
And the English muffin. They're all right. You gotta, I say that, but then I add some sort of hot sauce. I add a little bit of mayo and I add like either like salt or some sort of seasoning because it needs all that.
You don't need mayo in there.
Yeah, you do. Mayo that's the good stuff. Forgot to post a picture of Kewpie, but good stuff. So anyways, yeah, you can get these things. Oh, right. And have you ever been to Early Bird?
I feel like
It's in Fullerton.
That sounds so familiar.
So
where is this?
It's a breakfast only place.
In downtown Fullerton?
No, like up in the neighborhoods, like the hill.
No.
You don't live that far, so you should go.
Yeah.
They have what's called the Grand Moff Tarkin.
The Grand Moff Tarkin?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's English muffin, egg. Yeah. I think it has bacon. And tomato onion jam. I don't eat onions, and this was great.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and it comes with hash browns.
Early Bird, huh?
Yeah. Good stuff. So they serve the coffee in mugs, you know.
It's one of those places. Okay. Yeah.
It's good stuff. It's fun. You might have to wait a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been open for like 10 years, so what are you still waiting in line for? What? What's
going on?
Sorry, my mom texted me something so weird that I have to say that's so weird. Okay, that's all. That's all for the news. Oh, no, it's not all for the news.
No, that's a big thing.
It's a big thing, and we're just going to do it quickly. The walkout.
Yeah.
So I've been beating the drum. Rain beat the drum. Oh,
yeah. Doing. I was like, all right.
The back mode, yeah. About people not really making a difference by whining.
Yeah.
And as consumers, I don't know if we've made a difference yet. But something I did not think of. Because it seemed not unfathomable, just like never thought it to mind. An employee revolt.
That's a huge thing.
That's actual. What is that doing? That is has an actual effect on Disney. And that's great.
Big time.
And yeah, so basically Disney said we're pausing donations. A pause means you're going to hit play later.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of speaking up about how Disney just lets this stuff slide.
Yeah.
And Disney put out on every single social media thing.
Every single one.
A canned statement. Pixar had their own kind of separate statement saying that they stand with the employees.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's wild.
Pixar is still actually run separately.
Yeah, that's so
yeah.
cool, dude.
So hopefully this means change. Like I said, just all political donations should stop.
Yeah, and I think that's the main part of the whole walkout, right? Like they said, I read the what I guess one of the not main employees, but like the person spearheading the whole operation. They wrote a letter and saying they just want Disney to be neutral. They don't want them to be one way or the other, just to not be involved into politics.
Yeah, you shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And the thing with pausing is, oh yeah, maybe they'll donate later. But the politicians who supported this bill, that's it. That is forever shame on them.
Yeah,
And
I saw on Twitter somebody commented to somebody else's post about the walkout, like, you know, somebody was like, oh, you know, go Disney, hashtag, you know, support the walkout or whatever. Somebody commented saying, I don't know what the big deal is. Here's a link. Just read the bill. Okay. And I clicked on it and I'm like, okay, sure. I'll read this bill that you're telling me.
whoa, this is
Yeah. And it's exactly what I thought it was. They can't say gay. They can't teach the word, you know, about, not just about LGBT. What's the,
it's fine.
people? Yeah. Okay. You just can't talk about those kind of things until the third grade, right? That's exactly what the bill is. And that's exactly how it's written. And then I keep scrolling down to the very end of the page, paid for by Governor DeSantis. So it's like,
Trash human being.
yeah,
Just saying it again.
it's like, okay, I just read the bill and I still don't agree with what you guys are saying. Like,
Yeah, and look, I get the angle where they're like, it shouldn't be part of the curriculum as like, hey, let's talk about gay relationships. Because why are you teaching about relationships, period? Like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, kids, here's what adults do to each other when they like each other. It's like, sure, that's not relevant yet.
mm-hmm.
However, this is the scenario I came up with. You know, first of all, they're way too busy teaching kids how to read, first of all.
Their multiplication, you know.
Yeah. But let's say some kid has two dads.
Yeah.
And some of the kids are making fun of him. Now you have to have a teaching moment. And now they're prevented from doing that until they're 3.
That's wild.
Or until third grade.
Which is kind of old.
Yeah, they're old by then.
Yeah, that's 9.
You know what it is by then.
Yeah.
You know what everything is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is all just, it's nonsense trying to marginalize people. That's all it is. People love putting people down.
I think this may be the point of where Chapek does step down or resign. I think this might be the tipping point because he's getting 100% of the heat for all of this. And you might be right in the sense of maybe he's just taking the hits guy. You know, he's taking all the heat. So, and then did you hear about the rumors with him and Iger?
No.
So it's rumored because it's like, it's insinuated that Iger and Chapek haven't been on speaking terms since Chapek became CEO. Because Iger, when they were doing the transition, said, hey, let me give you some advice kind of thing. Like, let me help you out and with this transition. He's like, I don't need it. I'm going to do this how I want to do it. And Iger's like, okay, cool. And since then, they haven't spoken.
Wow.
I don't know how true that is, you know, but like,
Yeah.
I can totally see that.
Yeah.
So this might be the tipping point, I think, for Disney shareholders to actually do something about it.
Their stock was up today, though. Now, who knows?
Who knows?
So,
But it's been down pretty consistently the past few weeks.
yeah, but so is everything.
Yeah.
I'm not being like trying to be a cynic. Just you just got to look at these public companies and see what's going on with the money. You got to follow the money.
Did I tell you how much I bought in Disney stock at? Like what the price is that I paid for it? $180.
What's it at?
130. I think I bought at the peak ever.
This is what, the market, dude.
Yeah.
VOO.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Or is it VTI?
What's
the
up?
Vanguard Total Stock Fund.
What's up?
You just invest in the stock market.
Because eventually it'll pay back. Eventually.
Everything follows the stock market.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, but what if the whole market has a bad day? You bet your stock had a bad day if the whole market had a bad day. You know, Individual stocks are never going to win.
Yeah. Unless you're Nancy Pelosi.
Jeez. Yeah. Politicians are corrupt. Now, I do want to say, people can change. Your views can change. Things can be forgiven, right? Mm-hmm. However, politicians are mostly scummy. I'm gonna say that. Mostly scummy. And if they support these kinds of things now, sure, they can learn and change. But maybe we don't have to give them our money.
Right.
Right? You could forgive someone for something they did in the past. Yeah. But you can just change the way you treat them. It's kind of like friends who flake too much. Mm-hmm. You might not hate them. You'll talk to them. If you see them somewhere, you'll hang out. But you might stop making plans with them.
You're not going to go out of your way anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's put it that way. But yeah, it's just, this is such a direct thing,
It is.
Because I know people make connections with, this person said this back then and gave $6 to this. Yeah, okay. But this is, it's a pattern of supporting it. Here's the thing. These companies donate to both sides. Mm-hmm. There should be more than two sides, but they donate to everyone. They donate to who's in charge because they want favors. But no one should be donating to politics.
Yeah.
Just stop. And geez, this is such an easy one. Yeah. Gay rights. It's so.
It's like, why are we even talking about it anymore? Like you said. And for them to come out with that statement this morning, pretty much directly in response to the threat of a walkout. Just oof. Come on.
It just felt so empty.
Yeah.
It's because your actions have to reflect your words.
Yeah.
And it's a little late because none of it said we're sorry or whatever. It's like, we stand with it. Okay. All right. Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we support the walkout. This is an actual real thing. A lot of times, people will be whining about this and that, but this is a real thing. And, Universal donates. There's supermarkets in Florida donate.
Dude,
everyone does.
Okay. Hey, not to cut you off, but I think it's appropriate that we can talk about this on Trammin, but what's your opinion? Because of the universal correlation here. Mm. What's your opinion on the Wizarding World? Or
J.K. Rowling?
J.K. Rowling in general. Because on the other podcast we listened to, I was pretty much right there with them.
So here's the point they were making. First of all, with the Harry Potter game, mm-hmm. Hogwarts Legacy, I'm sure J.K. Rowling had to sign off on things, mm-hmm. but listening to people who work at that studio, they really do come up with their own stuff. They made the Cars games.
And Disney Infinity.
Yeah, and the things they made in Cars, there's certain things they made up, names of things.
That's right, some lore.
They made it into the next Cars movie.
Yeah.
Because they respect so much. Now, so there's that. But the main point was, J.K. Rowling is one person and has billions of dollars. It's too late.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's defeatist, right? Now, I'm still not entirely sure. She's got wacky, incorrect viewpoints, maybe. But it's I don't know. You could just ignore these people, and her money's been made. Sure, if you don't want your money to go to her, that's on you. Sure, yeah. Of course. Do it. Vote with your wallet, but
you go to Universal, you buy some Birdie Bots every flavor beans. She's getting some money from that.
Yeah. So draw the line where you want. Live as best as you can, but if you're trying to live a completely moralistic life, it's not going to be possible. But there are direct things and there's indirect things, right? Mm-hmm. There's donating to politicians who hate gay people, and then there's J.K. Rowling making some royalty off of
a game that she has really nothing to do with,
and then she tweets sometimes, And look, if you hate her, go ahead. I don't care about J.K. Rowling. How about that? I don't think about J.K. Rowling. She's out of my mind. I don't buy Harry Potter merch anyway. I bought these books 25 years ago, 20 years ago, maybe. So yeah, just do what feels right always. Don't hurt others. And you can define what hurting others means, sure, but just do what feels right. We're not really going to judge you for things, but don't make political donations. Come on, it's a waste of your money.
Yeah.
They don't need it. The richest people in America are the ones pulling the strings. So I think that's all for that. Right, and I'm pretty sure majority of Harry Potter money goes to Warner Brothers.
Pretty sure.
Wizarding World is like a company now.
She sold, I think, the rights to the movies to Warner Brothers for like $400,000. No, like $2 million. It was like $2 million.
Yeah, she gets final say in things, but
in the end, it's like,
yeah, and I'm not trying to justify now I'm trying to justify me wanting this game, right?
Yeah.
But look, do what you need to do, and
but just think about all the developers making the game.
Yeah,
or think of all the people at Disney, making these Pixar movies, or making.
Yeah, this is where it gets complicated.
Yeah,
it's like, do you want to support them, the company doing this? No, because the money can go to the politicians.
Yeah,
but then there's probably thousands of gay people employed by Disney, so it's just like everything is just so interconnected. So basically, just make your own judgment call, and instead of saying we support you. We support the idea that you should make your own judgment call. Yeah. Do we? I'm sorry. I don't want to.
Oh, yeah. No. 100%.
Do your thing. Unless you are hateful, you're welcome here.
Yeah.
Because we are not the judges. Yeah. Right. But also, love your neighbor. Easy one.
That's so easy, dude. Like, treat others the way you'd like to be treated.
There you go. That's the other one.
Yeah.
All right. So, as always, let's lighten up with
Kev's concoctions with Kirk and Rain.
Ooh.
So, Kev's got a special one for us.
Before that.
Yeah.
Before that.
Oh, right.
Shout out to these coasters.
From Fort Collins, Colorado. Shout out to Bruce, Paula, Emma, and Grace.
Shout out, guys. Shout out to the Topo taco bag that Bruce had.
What?
Do you know the brand Topo?
No.
My backpack is a American-made from Colorado company that makes all their bags out of Cordura and YKK zippers. High quality stuff. I've had that bag for like 6-7 years. And I'm a big Topo fan in general, that company. And I saw he had a little bag that was right here on his belt and said Topo. And I was like, Topo? And he's like, from Colorado. And I was like, you're right.
Nice.
Yeah.
YKK has some of my machines.
Do they?
Yeah, for the bottom of the spiky part of a zipper. I don't know exactly what they do.
Holy, dude, that just went full circle right now because I use YKK zippers at work.
Everyone uses YKK zippers.
They're the best.
They're so good.
They're so good.
Yeah, we had problems with their stuff sticking to our metal plate. So I had this employee and he said, oh, you know what's very non-stick? Kerosene. And I said, you know what I'm not going to ask people to dump into the machine? Kerosene. Kerosene is like lighter fluid. It's what they use in Fahrenheit 451, the burn all the books.
Burn all the books.
Anyways, Kev got something special. I missed.
Oh, I like the little holder you brought.
I had the holder in my cabinet. Oh, now it's not stuck. This is a can of Golden Road strawberry cart. I don't think this is out yet.
Ooh. So I'm gonna take a picture. I won't post it, but I'm gonna take a picture. Ooh, that's nice. Oh wait, it's not in focus. Hold on. All right, good to go.
Ryan, what does this can look like to you?
A strawberry.
Strawberry candies. That is the inspiration.
Aha!
So this is wheat ale with strawberry and pomegranate from Golden Road. Now, while Kev is not a brewer, Kev approved the fermentation on this one. Guaranteed. So let's open this one.
Cool, dude.
Look at this can. It's like it's a label on it.
Yeah. That means it's not in full run yet.
Yeah, right? we're not going to talk about that too much. All right. So, is it the Japanese way? You pour your guests first or whatever it is?
I think so.
Okay. Oh, yeah. And he told me how beers have no sediment in them.
How?
Centrifuge.
What's centrifuge?
A spinning centrifuge?
Oh, okay.
Maybe a little more.
Oh my god, dude, that smells so,
So
good.
it may not be. He had some comments about it. I don't know.
Oh my god, that smells amazing.
It smells like the candy.
Yeah.
But yeah. And Kimmy loves to say, no one knows where that candy comes from. It just appears.
It just appears, yeah.
Although I've seen a bin of it somewhere in Mammoth, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Good stuff. But anyways,
Cheers.
cheers.
That's it.
I like this.
That's awesome.
Kev was talking crap about this. This is awesome.
Really? He doesn't like it?
Maybe he just tried a different batch. I don't know what he.
That's really
I don't know what
good.
he's saying. Yeah, this is like, it's a little sweet. It tastes like that candy. Dude, it 100% tastes like that candy.
Yeah.
They nailed it.
I'm not a big mango cart guy, but that's good.
This is good.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd top out at one can of this though.
Because of the sweetness? Yeah.
The candiness.
Yeah.
I think he said it tastes too much like candy. It does taste a little candy-ish, that's for sure.
You know the mango cart doesn't have that many carbs? It's pretty low carby. I think it's like 8 carbs for a full mango cart. Could be wrong. I'm gonna check this can out. That's so awesome, dude.
So I Googled it. I couldn't find anything about it.
Wow.
There's one store that said sold out.
And pomegranate. Okay.
Yeah, I think sometimes you got to cheat a little bit
Yeah.
to make the flavors right. But this is awesome. Yeah, I would drink exactly one can of this and then switch over to something else.
Yeah.
But good stuff. I was going to run down and get it so it's colder, but it's fine. It's
That's
fine.
perfect.
Yeah, this is great, Kev. Thank you for checking that fermentation with your
thank you.
fancy instruments.
Oh, I thought it's just like you just look and he has to like know.
No, they have like...
Oh, that makes sense. That makes total sense.
It's not a spectrometer. It's something like that.
Yeah.
You ever seen the fish tank ones to check salinity? Looks like kaleidoscope.
No.
That's like how you do it at home. But he's like, yeah, I just have fancy instruments. He like hurt his back like the first day
Wow.
washing the instruments.
Wow.
He figured it out. He's good. Maybe there's too much information. But Kev, this is great. Yeah. Oh.
Well, that is so convenient.
The joke was if the
If it
music
ever-
stops, we've gone on too long.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, it's time for our Big Thunder topic of the week. Splash Mountain, which I did not write in this document, but that's fine.
What? What do you mean?
The title.
It's a space mountain.
I copy pasted a lot of this stuff. So, this is Disneyland's fourth mountain, which opened in 1989, 10 years after Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
Wow. So 10 years ago, where were we? 2012. We were 19, fresh out of high school, but doesn't seem like that long ago. Right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
If you think about it.
It's crazy that in June, I will have graduated college, I think 6 years ago.
That's wild.
Yeah, like that was such a big part. Yeah. Circle in the drain. Just like the water in Splash Mountain. No. Okay. So let's have a splash of history from the Disneyland website. Many of the critters in the cast originally made their Disneyland Park debut at the classic show, America Sings, where they performed patriotic melodies in Tomorrowland from 1974 to 1988.
That's a good amount of time. I didn't realize how long America Sings was actually open for. Huh.
It's 14 years? It's
Yeah.
like, I'm thinking like 14 years is 2 sevens and 7 is like weekdays. And I'm
Yeah.
like, it's like,
Messing with your head a bit.
yeah, like 2 7-cades, you know?
Yeah. Paula actually mentioned this when we were at the Tram Fan meetup. And she's like, yeah, I remember the animatronics in America Sings, but you guys were too young. Yeah, we were a little, this was before our time.
We were not even a thought.
Nope.
No. I think, yeah, no. All right, so some attributes. You must be 40 inches or 102 centimeters or taller. You know, shout out to Jimny in New Zealand.
Yeah.
If anyone's appreciating the centimeters, it's him.
And anybody who's not here in the U.S., anybody,
Yeah.
right?
But we should change the metric.
What about Canada?
Dude, do you know who's not? There's 2 countries that aren't metric. United States, and Liberia. Pretty sure it's Liberia.
Awesome. So Liberia uses inches? Wow. Okay.
Who knows? We probably colonized them at some point.
Yeah.
All right. No, I don't know. Right in about Liberia. So this ride is for kids, tweens, teens, and adults, as are all the mountains, it seems.
Yeah.
We'll have to compare these in the next episode, but this is classified under thrill rides, water rides, dark, and loud.
Loud? Really?
Yeah.
I don't really hear. Where's the loudness?
Screams?
I guess. Yeah, but like, because
The music is loud.
yeah.
Do kids get overwhelmed? I don't know.
You know what is loud? The singing going up the hill.
Ooh.
Oh, that teacher?
We'll get into that. We'll get into that. Maybe we have to do like an episode where we just do breakdowns of all this crap, of all the rides, you know?
Yeah.
The rides of Disneyland. All of them. Drop into a whimsical world. Oh, wait, should I do this like in a world?
Go for it.
Drop into a whimsical world filled with classic characters and songs on this thrilling log flume adventure. Yeah, I guess.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Classic characters, though. They're classic. We'll get in. We will address it, but later we'll address it.
Yeah.
But it is a thrilling log flume adventure. It is kind of an adventure, isn't it?
It's more so of an adventure than most rides at Disneyland, I would say.
And according to Disney, it is a hair-raising adventure.
I see what you did there. Disney.
Hare.
You guys with your puns.
So, hop inside a hollow log and float through a colorful bayou as you follow happy-go-lucky Brer Rabbit to his laughing place. But be warned, Brer Bear and Brer Fox are in hot pursuit of this wayward hare. Glide past over 100 talking, singing, storytelling audio animatronic critters who inhabit Splash Mountain and offer up their own slice of down-home culture. Sing along to classic Disney ditties, including Zippity Doo-Dah. Then brace yourself for the big finale. This musical cruise ends in a thrilling 5-story splashdown.
Have you ever heard somebody say Disney ditties?
No, it sounds
something.
It sounds inappropriate.
Yeah, it definitely does. Also, what is Brer?
I think it is. I'm gonna say this because of the racist movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way it's Briar.
Briar.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, I assume like Brer Rabbit is a classic. It's like a thing, right? It's the Briar Rabbit.
Yeah.
But it's a pronunciation.
And it's slang, right?
I think it's like a Southern thing. But in the movie, it was very criticized for how they made everything sound like stereotypically black.
Got it.
So now I don't know, but Brer Rabbit is a classic character in folklore. That's for sure. But, you know, it is like weird when Disney makes the ride around. You know, it's like, I don't want to get into the cultural appropriation thing because there's appropriation, appreciation. I don't think there's appreciation. I'm just going to say that.
Definitely not.
But that's where it comes from. I believe it is Briar because the Brer Rabbit lives in the Briar Patch. Brer.
I always thought it had something to do with bear.
No, because it's Brer Bear.
Yeah. Brer. Okay.
Yeah, I think it has to do with the Briar Patch.
Okay. What is a briar patch?
It's like I could see it in my mind's eye, but I have no clue.
It's like a wheat?
Let's see. Briar.
I'm going to say it's like some kind of tall grass. That's what I'm going to go with.
Briar Patch. A dense thicket of thorny plants. Ah, like the bramble.
Bramble? Hmm? What's a bramble?
The thorny things at the bottom of the mountain, which we'll talk about later.
Oh,
bramble.
Okay.
I know about bramble because of
horticulture.
No, not Tricky Towers. The other tower game. With the bone.
Tipsy Towers.
No.
Yeah, no, that's the bow and arrow one. The Celeste one.
It's not Tipsy.
Isn't it tricky? Yeah, isn't it Tricky Tower?
No, Tricky Towers is the Tetrisy one.
Oh.
Wow. Oh, wait. Towerfall.
Towerfall.
Dude.
Yeah.
I have the super rare trophy there. It's like play over 1,000.
Towerfall?
I played it with Autumn a lot and Kev.
What?
Dude, I'd
Wow.
kill you in Towerfall.
Wow.
So we played over 1,000 games because one, we really loved it. But another time, my power was out. So I took my PS4 to Autumn's and like half of all PS4 games needed internet and his internet was bad at the time. So we played Towerfall for like 5 hours. I wanted to lose our minds. But I have a bunch of trophies that no one should have. Yeah. So
I like those developers a lot.
ground made impassable by the impenetrable overgrowth of prickly vegetation.
That's a briar patch.
Briar patch.
Briar patch. Oh, got it.
Which
got it.
also may be Brer.
Got it.
Oh, it's a metaphor. No, okay. For unresolvable issues. Yeah, so there is a story here. But the story is kind of very loose. Like the story is everyone's having fun and then the fox wants to eat the rabbit and then everything is okay. Right?
Yeah.
Is that the story?
From my understanding and my very loose memory of watching Song of the South, yes.
Okay. No, I'm talking about the ride though.
I mean,
That's the
yeah. I think it's just a retelling of one of the tales, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But I have not seen the movie. I almost was gonna watch it for this one.
Did I tell you how I watched it or why I watched it?
No.
Before I went to Disney World for the very first time, had like 4 months of planning, and I said, from this day on, when I bought my ticket, I'm going to watch every Disney movie in sequential order.
Walt Disney Animation Studios.
Yes, and I did. I think it was 60 some movies, 70 some movies. Saw everything, and it was a torrent that I downloaded.
Yeah, because this was not released for home video ever. It was in Europe, and that's how people have the torrent.
Oh, really? Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was part of the collection. So I said, wow, Song of the South is on here. I guess I'll watch it. I think I fell asleep, though.
Yeah. Should we just get that out of the way now, or should we do it later?
No, let's do it now.
Okay. So, Song of the South was supposed to take place after the Civil War. The slaves are free. Okay. There was supposed to be text that said that. Like, no one in here is a slave, and this is after the Civil War. It was never included in the theatrical release.
Very odd choice.
But then there was this whole controversy on how someone said this is it. They specifically said the Negro issue.
Wow.
Is like you can't. We're gonna make black people and people who hate black people mad if we're not too careful. And it's like,
And this,
okay, if you're thinking about this,
yeah.
don't make it. You know,
When was this?
like 1949 or something.
They were having this conversation back then, but oh wow, okay.
So, dude, that's what it is. It's like, oh, we want everyone to come give us their money,
Yeah.
right? So, it's very tough to like understand completely without watching the movie.
Yeah.
But I just,
I don't think you
I
ever
don't
need
want
to
to watch
it.
Yeah. But basically, Uncle Remus, he's also like a folklore character. But he's a freed slave who still lives on the plantation, but he's free.
So it
And
was by choice.
before he sings Zippity Doodah, which is about being carefree, he starts talking about how life used to be better
What?
and how things were simpler back in the old days. And the implication may be, yeah, it was cool being a slave, which is not a good take.
Definitely not.
It's not a
Disney.
correct take, I assume.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there was criticism all over the place about it. And what's funny is I even read some little snippet of a review that was like, putting aside all this stuff, this is also just sucky because Disney's really good at animation and they're doing this blending crap.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the other thing is it's like, okay, So this is where it gets into appropriation territory. Please don't tune out. Disney made a movie that made it sound like black slaves were cool with their owners and stuff, right? While doing that, took black folklore and characters and stories and then told the story through their own eyes.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
Got
Where
it. Yeah,
that's
definitely
not
appropriation.
If they were just like, hey, we're gonna create, we're just gonna animate these stories, right? And they're, you know, people are gonna help us do it, whatever. Cool. Hey, this is some, you know, at that time, I think African American, you know, like people were, I don't want to say brought here because it's like they were forced to come here. Slaves had these stories, and we're gonna animate them. Yep. So now we can share that with the world. This wasn't that.
It was money.
Yeah. So I mean, it's all money, but this wasn't like, hey, we're gonna do it right. It's we're gonna, you know, do this whole weird storyline about a freed slave who doesn't like being free. Subtly. This is all very subtle, and I think that's why people don't pick up on it.
Yeah.
And it's very like, I don't want to say debated, but it
was debated at one point. I think now it's just
hey, look, you know, it's racist, right? It's just very tricky to be like, not tricky, just everything's so subtle, but when you add up a bunch of subtle things, you know,
it's not so subtle anymore.
Yeah, you could smell it, you know?
Yeah.
So anyways. Oh, and on top of that, the main actor, I forgot his name. Damn it.
Uncle Remus? That guy?
Yeah.
Did he win the Oscar for that?
He got an honorary Oscar, but he wasn't allowed to go to the Oscars because they were in Atlanta and he was black.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
So just add all of these things together. If you think this movie's cool, add all of it together. And maybe you'll get, that's why this movie's not good.
And not allowed anywhere anymore.
Yeah, and Bob Iger himself, when he's like, we're not going to add that to our Disney Plus catalog. And he even said something about shareholders. He's like, they wouldn't want this either. Like, even if they think they do, it's like they don't. This shouldn't be out there. And saying that publicly is basically saying like, yeah, this is not a cool movie. We had it passed.
Yeah.
You know? So
what's his name? The Imagineer, Tony
Baxter.
Tony Baxter.
Yeah, that's where this is a little weird. He grew up watching the movie. Now, okay, so here's another part of the movie. Yeah, now we're really getting into the movie. Because I did research this today. So there's the little kid who's visiting the plantation that his grandparents own. Mm-hmm. And he's a white kid. And Uncle Remus is like real nice to him, and he's like, you know, helping him. He's like trying to make the kid have fun, whatever. Yeah. And you know, it's like I think the implication is like he was a slave for this kid's grandparents or something. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of like this trope of black characters existing for the sake of the white characters. Now, I don't know about a lot of movies from back then, but this was just a criticism I read, so that's what I'm going to say. That I read this somewhere, but it makes sense where it's like...
It does.
You know, so, again, add all these things up. And that's where you land, where it's like Song of the South sucks on its own because apparently it just wasn't a good movie.
Yeah.
Although it did win an Oscar for Zippity Doo-Dah. And, right? Yeah.
It's the only thing I think left of that movie that that Disney still acknowledges, other than the ride.
Yeah, and the at its core, song is fine, right? It's about being happy, whatever. Although when you read the lyrics, it's got like apostrophes pronouncing things very, you know, stereotypically, let's say. But it's a song about life being easygoing. However, they leave out the context that, hey, this song is about how cool life was when I was a slave. You know, a little weird. And I know we said the lyrics in the beginning, but
So what I'm trying to get at is, what was Tony Baxter thinking?
I think he wasn't, because he watched the movie as a kid. And dude, kids look at movies and they see the silly things going on.
Yeah.
And, oh, the cool uncle playing with the cartoon rabbit and the kid who looks like me.
Yeah.
I like him. This is so fun. I want the rabbits and whatever. In 1989, Tony Baxter was not Googling reviews from when this movie came out. Now, did he know? I don't know.
Do you think it has anything to do with just straight up cost saving because of all the other animatronics? Like the animatronics they're going to bring in.
Yeah.
And they were like, how can this fit into a Disney IP?
Yeah, and also Tony Baxter loved that one ride. It's on Defunctland, I think.
Which one?
It had a really creepy name, or it looked very
creepy. Oakenfold.
Not Oakenfold. That's Paul Oakenfold. But Oaken...
It's not Oakenfold?
Okeechobee.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Paul Oakenfold did Ready, Steady, Go.
Yeah, that's right. I've seen him.
I think it's Okeechobee.
No. Tails. It's the Tails at something. Hold on. Shout out to Defunctland as usual. Oh, man, I think you're right. Tales of the Okefenokee.
Okefenokee. Okeechobee is a city in Florida, so okay, that works. Yeah.
It says Defunctland, the history of the terrifying Splash Mountain predecessor, Tales of the Okefenokee.
Yeah, everything is about reusing stuff, whatever. Now, there was one more thing I was going to say about that, but the characters, Tony Baxter.
I'm just like, Disney was in the middle, not in the middle, at the start of the Renaissance here. And it was like, not Splash Mountain, but like, we got to use Song of the South.
Yeah, so Disney is still on the hook for that one.
Yeah.
Tony Baxter, I don't know. Who knows? Yeah. But now let's think about this. This was just one scene in the movie, right? I haven't seen Dumbo since I was a child.
Yeah.
Do you think I knew who Jim Crow was as a kid? Right?
No, that makes sense. No, I get you.
I had no idea. Yeah. Like, oh, the singing crows. Yeah. I remember crows in my mind singing on a branch. And then you go look at it and his name, and you're like, racist crows.
Yeah.
So that's where this stuff can get lost in the shuffle. You grow up with something, you have your own view of it, and then you don't even know anymore.
It just seems like where Splash Mountain came from is just a very weird place.
Yeah. Now, Disney, totally going forward with that. It's like, how could they have known that like 30 years in the future, people would all be talking through devices in their hands about an old movie that they buried? Yeah.
And then, but even with the name, Splash Mountain, the whole that it was supposed to be tied in with that movie Splash.
Yeah.
What?
It's like SEO before SEO.
Yeah. What?
Oh, yeah. And then there was one other thing. How, dude, when I heard this, I was like, ooh, that is a thing. Uncle Remus, because he was, imagining things with these little talking animals, whatever. There's another trope. The mystical black man who has kind of magic. That's a thing.
It is.
It's still a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So there you have it. Add all these things up, like I've said like 100 times. Add all the times I said add all these things up and take a drink.
Yeah. Make your own conclusion.
Song of the South was a racist movie.
Yeah.
It's like a damn shame that it existed, because Splash Mountain just on its own, when you didn't, because I didn't know.
Me either. As a kid, you have no
it's
idea.
Adorable.
Yeah.
And it should be adorable.
What's funny is
it's too late for that.
I had no idea it was a movie as a kid.
Yeah.
It was just, that's Splash Mountain.
Yeah. That's it. Oh, the rabbits and the hedgehogs and the mushrooms that we'll get into. But there you have it. If you're wondering why we'll drop things about Song of the South being racist, it's because it was. And then now when you just get into is the ride racist, it's related to it.
Yeah.
But I will say this, just because we'll talk about it now, and then we'll just move on to the actual ride. The Tiana ride, Princess and the Frog. I feel like they were going to do this anyway, because Disney will do some cross-media stuff whenever
I feel like they were too. Yeah.
Now, were they going to do it now? Is it going to take longer? Were they going to shut up about it? Probably.
I think people thought that it was in response directly to the George Floyd stuff going on.
maybe saying it at that time was.
It might have been, but
For sure.
I think it was in development before that. And it was in people's mind because whenever Disney has an opportunity to put an IP in something, they're going to.
Yeah.
And they don't want to be associated with this IP anymore. So why not disassociate yourself?
Yeah, guys, just think about this. Hey, I have this controversial thing attached to this that I can't even sell anymore, except a Funko Pop. And I have this other thing that didn't sell well enough, but it's still popular and people like it. Let's put it in a ride next to the setting of the movie. New Orleans.
It's too perfect.
They'll do it. And I think at some point they probably thought of 100 different ways to change Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
And if it hasn't already been announced, there will be a Tiana Disney Plus show.
I feel like it was, and I think we were trying to look it up last week, and it didn't happen. But Disney Plus Princess and the Frog. Let's see.
Yeah.
Some of these Disney Plus shows, man, it's everywhere.
It's too much. It's too much.
Let's see here. Is Disney making a Princess and the Frog series? Disney announced that the show will be directed and written by Stella McGee, director of the films The Photograph and The Weekend, and will be released in 2023 on Disney Plus.
There you go. Told you.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Cross media. They're going to do this because they can't make money off of Song of the South. So now that that's out of the way, let's just talk about the ride. Let's talk about the queue. While you technically enter through a barn, it starts near the Briar Patch, which is that store.
Yeah.
It's got the bramble. The briars.
I've never thought of that as a barn. I've always kind of thought of it as yeah.
Is it the barn on the plantation?
I think so.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're already back.
Yeah.
But that never feels like the entrance, right?
No, it doesn't.
Only in the middle of the night when you're being stupid and you go on it.
Yeah, and you just walk directly on through that. Yeah, it doesn't feel like the entrance.
Yeah. So I do like this queue. I like how diverse the queue is. You enter through a barn, there's wood, there's lanterns, and then you're kind of outside.
I like that fireplace looking thing when you walk in.
Yeah, it's like I
don't even know if it's a fireplace.
Like a hearth.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you walk up. There's a lot of stairs in this queue.
A lot. It's definitely not ADA.
Yeah, there's
which is kind of crazy because it's not that old. 1989. You would think it would be ADA.
Yeah, just go through the exit.
Yeah.
And then you kind of go outside. There's it's like a porch almost.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like those stairs that go down and back up. And then you're in the caverns almost.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a neat queue though. It's definitely one of the top tier ones.
Yeah, definitely is.
Because of how diverse it is.
Yeah. I like that cavern area.
Yeah, me too.
You feel...
It's a little claustrophobic, but at the same time...
It's immersive.
Yes.
Yeah. And, kind of on the same note, the exterior of it, the orange rock.
Yeah.
Near Pooh, too.
Yeah.
And then even the rocks in Pooh's queue are the same.
Because they want it to be all cohesive.
Yeah. So...
I want to give a big shout out to all the... It's mainly all of Critter Country, but specifically with Splash Mountain. All the wood carved signs.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of wood carving, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah. And I like just how it's not woodsy, it's just natural it all looks.
Yeah.
Like the terraces.
Yeah.
Those are amazing. I want to just sit on one of those. Dude, imagine sitting up there reading a book.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Sorry. Scrolling through TikToks.
Yeah,
Exactly
I'll take that. Even though my screen time wasn't that bad. We were playing this drinking game. Okay. And the dare was everyone has to go on to screen time on their iPhone and check how long you were using TikTok for. And I was at about 2 hours for the week. Not crazy bad. Some other people, I'm not going to say who, definitely in like the 8 to 10 hour range.
10 hours?
Yeah.
Because you just keep scrolling, right?
It's an infinite thing, dude. Infinite.
Wow.
That algorithm, man.
I don't even know how to check that anymore.
What?
I don't have the usage on because I just don't want them tracking me. Anyways, yeah, the terrace is amazing with the orange and the green. you got the peak of it. It's like a tree trunk, right?
Yeah, is it? Is that a tree trunk?
Yeah, I think is the laughing place underneath the tree. Is that the Good Kelly Clarkson song, by the way? Yeah, is the whole thing.
Yeah,
inside of it
makes sense.
like Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, interesting.
Could have been Alice in Wonderland, right?
You know, I feel like this area is the closest thing we have to the Grizzly Peak area in DCA.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the closest thing we're ever going to get to the 100-acre wood.
I mean, pretty much. It's just very green, and I love that. You don't really see that through Disneyland anymore.
Yeah, the sign is in the bushes.
Yeah, exactly.
Or is that no, that's the Critter Country sign.
No, that's funny. That's
yeah.
Splash Mountain, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the little bushes. You see a little bit of the thorns.
Yeah.
Not as much as Walt Disney World.
No, that's thorny, dude. There's thick thorns in there.
Thick thorns.
But they also have thick thick
the two double seaters.
The double seaters, yeah.
Okay. Did we say this before? No, we'll come back to the vehicles. But like Walt Disney World, they splash. They go like in front of you.
What do you mean?
The log goes like in front of the ride. This is kind of sunken in.
Yeah.
Theirs is a little raised, like you see it with the thorns and the little, like I assume Brer Rabbit's house or whatever.
I like ours a lot more, especially the queue. The queue in World is very just plain, because it's just like a big wraparound area. Kind of, you know what it reminds me of? The outside of Indiana Jones, but not as cool.
Huh.
Yeah, it's just a very big outside queue area.
Yeah. A lot of their stuff is just
Big.
Yeah. But without, like, you would think bigger, you can theme more.
Yeah.
But I guess when you don't have space, you got to just really maximize it. Yeah. But the bramble, of course, the peak is a tree, but it has like this really unique looks to it.
It does.
Like you just imagine it in your head. Mm-hmm. Like the art today was just odd looking, you know? Yeah, I love the way this looks outside. I assume it's not really going to change.
I think people would riot if it changed.
Yeah, it's
all going to be on the inside.
It is beautiful. I don't think the exterior of this has anything to do with Song of the South. So
no,
yeah. So
I think that's where Tony Baxter came in.
Yeah,
like the design of the exterior and a lot, especially the theming, the queuing. I mean, if you think about it, that late '80s to early 2000s was almost like a golden age of Disney queues. We also got Indy 6 years after this. I'm sure Tony Baxter has something to do with that. This was like his heyday. And that's like when that and Splash, I think, are like peak queue immersion.
Yeah, it's just very well themed, and it's every part of it feels like it's part of the ride.
Yeah.
Which is hard to do.
It is.
Especially when you got switchbacks and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think too, like what came out of that time? Roger Rabbit. The queue and that's insane.
Yeah. What do we have like these days?
That's really immersive?
We haven't had too many new rides besides.
Yeah. I mean,
Galaxy's Edge is well themed. It's just because it's so industrial.
It's not that immersive.
Yeah. It's too real almost, but that's not their fault. That's just the way it's going to be. Radiator Springs? No. And same thing. Radiator Springs queue reminds me of both queues in Pandora. In Walt Disney World. Like, they're just like that one was made that way because they're like, people are going to be out here a while. We'll have the misters and the fans.
Yeah.
Although I will say Luigi's top tier queue.
That is good. It is good. But yeah, shout out to Splash's queue. It's top notch.
Yeah. So let's move inside a little bit. Inside is that once you're on the vehicle, dude, that loading area is amazing. It's closed in, but it's open. And then there's a little house on top. Mm-hmm. Oh, and there's that little house outside too.
Yeah.
Which is what we call the Trammin studio loft. But that loading area. I love when I'm there.
Yeah. I wonder if it's because it's like so thin and you're so wrapped in the rocks that you're just like, I'm fine with being here right now. I'm going to get on in a couple minutes. So
you're there for like a minute.
Yeah.
Because you don't see it for a while. So it just hits you. You're in a cavern and then you just get loaded on. You're a little scared.
Yeah.
But you're just like, boom, I'm here. You know?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. But yeah, it is thin because of the vehicles too. You can't, you got to step into them.
And both sides. You need the exit also.
Yeah. And so when you're on the ride, I love how much water there is.
Yeah.
It's what Small World isn't. There is water in parts that aren't the track.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. And I love that the ride goes outside a lot.
Yeah, me too.
You feel like you're in, you're in Disneyland, but it feels like you're like totally separate from it. You see like the Columbia, that kind of thing, but you're in this.
You're wrapped in something, just like
you
the
know
rocks.
what it is? It feels like you're in the rocks because you don't see like this plastic basin that you're in because you're not. And it feels like a little infinity poolish, like you're going to go off the edge. Love that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just love that going in, going out. And then I think they do this type of thing on purpose. There's a word for it. But like the first time you come out is early on and you see the top of the mountain, but you're not going there yet.
It's some psychological stuff. They're messing with your head, yeah.
But not to scare you. It's like, oh, hey, like you're going to do that later.
They're presenting you.
Yeah.
They're setting your expectation.
Yeah. It's some excitement, anticipation.
Yeah.
It's really cool. But I will say, lots of butt jokes with the bear. Is the bear, I assume.
Yeah, when he's like being dunked.
He's being dunked, but there's one part his butt just sticking out before the little dip. Yeah.
This is the 80s, man.
Yeah, butts are funny.
Yeah, in the 80s, yeah. For sure.
But it's like the first one is kind of like poo, right? Like he's stuck. Is that what it is?
Like the original Winnie the Pooh when he gets stuck in rabbits.
Is the implication the log is gonna like smack him?
Maybe actually, because it turns right.
No. Like that, you go under it.
You go. Oh, you're right.
You're
right.
Is the implication you smack him and then he gets sent through the thing?
That might be it.
I wonder. Tony Baxter, right in. Man, that'd be cool.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing. But it's also like the Rock in Indy, except it's a butt.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm getting all these correlations between the rides. That's all those 90-ish rides.
So, I love. Okay, before we even get here, the little flowers. They're like circles, the little cutouts.
Where is this?
In the area where he's getting dunked, you see all these little.
Oh, okay.
You see bees.
Yeah.
It gets dark, little spooky, but not. The buzzing. But then there are these flowers that look like cartoon dandelions, or like the fire flower. Mm-hmm. Just little circles everywhere. Yeah, where cool. They look a little fantastical, but they're flowers. I think those are good cardboard cutouts.
I think so too.
Because you can have bad cardboard cutouts.
I think the foliage in general on the ride is really cool.
Yeah, because you do have hanging vines and stuff, right?
You do. And you have
Indiana Jones.
Those weird mushrooms.
Yeah, I love those mushrooms.
Yeah, me too.
That's like the most fantasy mushroom. It's all lit up.
Yeah.
People live under them. Mm-hmm. They probably eat them.
Yeah.
They're a little shroomy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's like the stoner-ish kind of shroom, but that's fine.
But that's also a little Alice-y.
Oh, yeah.
But,
yeah.
I mean, what is Alice if not just a shroom trip?
Yeah. Oh.
Although, yeah, I've never done shrooms, but I've seen them. They're disgusting looking.
They just look.
They're not purple, green, and yellow.
The other night I went to one B1, the KBBQ place I talked about a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
And I asked for some veggies because I needed some kind of like green in me because I was eating too much meat. And he's like, "Well, I got mushrooms." I was like, I guess sure. So he brought out the mushrooms, and it was like 3 pounds of like raw shiitake mushrooms. They're huge. Like,
all right, because you're supposed to.
Yeah. And I was like, oh man. So I had like 4. That was it. But
I don't like the texture of mushrooms, but they taste good.
Yeah, it tastes like meat.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah. That's why they do the portobello burgers.
Yeah.
Okay, back to magical mushrooms.
Not those kind of magical mushrooms.
The little animals, the hedgehogs. They're hedgehogs, right?
Yes. Yeah, they're hedgehogs.
Adorable.
Mm-hmm.
They're so cute.
You want to hug them, but you don't want to get poked.
You've seen the little ones people have, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen the one that bites the guy's foot?
No.
He's like playing with it with his sock, and it's like hee hee hee, and then it's just like
Yeah.
yeah. They're cute. They're I don't like their clothes.
Because they're
Animals in clothes.
Yeah, but they're trying to be people. I mean, look at Minnie. Right?
Yeah, but it's like we said, like she doesn't wear normal looking clothes. They look like pilgrims.
I just realized.
Yeah.
Minnie doesn't wear a shirt,
It's a dress.
but it's halfway down.
No, I think it's all the way up.
Look at that, dude.
She's tilted. Let's classic Minnie. Okay. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Right? It's like the anti Winnie the Pooh. Yeah.
But it looks like she's wearing a black shirt. I think that's like the thing.
I see.
You know?
Yeah.
Or are we always like wearing gloves?
Always. There's a reason. Isn't there a reason behind it?
Yeah, because they don't have 5 fingers, and it's easier to draw a glove than jointed fingers.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but the hedgehogs have very realistic looking clothing.
Mm-hmm.
They look like pilgrims
Yeah.
or Puritans. But the bear, he's got a vest and a hat on.
The Winnie the Pooh treatment, dude.
Yeah.
He's got the you don't
He's
need
silly.
anything. Yeah.
Although Winnie the Pooh wears a polo, right?
No, it's just a T-shirt.
Doesn't it have a little collar?
No collar. No collar.
Ever?
No.
What am I imagining?
I have no idea, but Winnie the Pooh does not have any collars.
Yeah. Oh, no. You know what? It's in some of the art, it's like flipped up. It's
Oh, I see. It's
bunched
like a
up.
sweater almost.
Yeah, but then like it's flat here. I guess it just depends on. Oh, yeah. But look, this is like legit. I think just to give it character, it looks a little
I see.
Yeah. He's got no pants. Most of them don't. Is Piglet naked?
100%.
That's not a shirt. That's not a pink shirt.
Actually, it might be.
No, yeah, it is because
It
they
is.
would be. He'd be pig colored.
It is. Eeyore's naked. Minus the one bow.
Yeah, but he's all fur. You know, I don't know. Let's not get into this one. There's like weird, like duck goose looking things, right?
You're talking about the animatronics? The ones that sing?
Yeah, what do they look like?
Those are geese.
Yeah,
Pretty sure they're geese.
but they look like scuttle.
They do. It's the beak.
It's the hands, the
Mhm.
hand wings things. Yeah, what are they?
It's like they're kind of making their bodies look like frilly shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really odd.
So I love the shadow play. Like you don't see Brer Rabbit with the fox.
Oh, I see what you're
You
saying.
see the shadow of him about to be cooked.
Yeah, that's
Which
cool.
is a little scary.
Hey, that's projection mapping.
No, that's shadow projection.
Oh,
Projection mapping is you
You're
make
right,
the
you're right,
thing
you're
look
right,
like
you're
the other thing.
shadow projection. Is that a thing?
It's a shadow
Mm-hmm.
casting.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, they do it in Pirates with the fights.
Yeah.
It's so vibrant and dense in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just jam packed and it's so colorful. It's like overwhelming. It bombards you with it. But I think that's why I love it so much.
Yeah.
It's fully themed too.
Not only does it, and then like as soon as you feel like you're peaking with the amount of animatronics and stuff around you, you go for another drop.
The final drop. right?
No, not the final drop. The one before that is inside.
We'll talk about that.
Okay.
But let's just talk about the aesthetics inside. Like, okay. Actually, I have a lot of pictures. See, this guy's he's got overalls, but they're not overall. And a bandana and then like a sun hat.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like a real bandana. There's the bear. He's all tied up. Oh, he's not wearing clothes here. They took his clothes.
At all?
They stripped him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's see. But then, yeah, it's another little weird animal thing. That's me. Okay, and then at the end, yeah, what are these, man? They look like people in duck costumes.
They're geese.
That's a chicken, though.
That's for sure a chicken.
That's a chicken.
Yeah.
You got some foxes. They're just dancing as if, they're not going to.
And they're wearing like old timey clothes.
Yeah. And that's like the Mark Twain,
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah. Oh, there's an organ? I don't know about the organ.
Mm.
Yeah. That last scene, though.
It's great, except sometimes those animatronics look completely lifeless.
Oh, wait. This has a name. Zippity Lady.
Hey. But when they're broken or their eyes are just like completely, they stay open. Something's
Dude,
off
they
sometimes.
redid them all a few years ago.
Yeah.
And then they're like all messed up again.
Bad.
Because they were not moving
Yeah.
for like 2020.
And for some reason, throughout the ride, so many eyes are still broken.
Yeah. They're like American Girl doll eyes.
Yeah. Creepy.
Dude, one time there was like a box on the floor. Like, oh, its eyes are closed. And then I pick it up and the eyes open and they freak me out. And I forgot that's what they do.
They just.
Yeah. Oh, you got some bramble here. But of course, on the interior, Disneyland Railroad goes through.
That's one of the best parts of the railroad.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Because you don't even realize you're going into Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
Probably because you're in the show building, which.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Dude, if you see the construction pictures for this, it's so cool. Like seeing
what?
it go out of the land.
Oh, I see.
And how big.
That's like one of the last remnants of the People Mover idea for me. Because the People Mover going to Space Mountain and stuff. And it's like, well, you can still take the railroad and go into Splash at the very least.
Yeah. Like, okay, look, there's like some of it open, but that's not even the picture that I want to show. There's like this crazy overhead view of it just. Oh man, this is like bonkers to me. I think that's the river. Shout out to River. Oh yeah, look, the train.
The whole.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I think it's like something like this, like how it's just. You guys got to look this up. Look, the top first. Okay.
Just a little peek.
Yeah. So beautiful looking ride inside and out. So most iconic thing in that last scene is the music. There's a lot of good music though throughout the ride.
Yeah. What's the let's all go to the laughing place.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
The song, yeah, it's a little deranged.
It is. I think it's meant to be though.
Yeah. So you got that one. You have the song they're singing when you're going up the mountain.
Oh, that's
that one,
scary, dude.
That changes the mood.
Yeah.
It sets the mood. It's just like dread.
Yeah.
Like bad things are coming. You're gonna be sad, right? And then you get to the bottom, and then it's just like zippity doo dah.
You're alive.
Yeah. So I know we're not ranking. We're still not ranking, but this is fighting Space Mountain for the music a little bit. I think we'll talk about why it's different.
Yeah.
But it's at least three songs.
It is.
Which is
That's significant. Yeah. And 3 original songs from the movie. But still original songs nonetheless.
Yeah. So top tier music, that's for sure. And good sounds with the bees. Good bees. So let's get into the ride experience. So Disneyland.com or Disney.go.com or Disneyland.disney.go.com.
I just wish they would get rid of the website and update their app. Anyways.
Yeah. We could talk about it. We had it so good. You will get wet. This attraction includes 950,000 gallons of water, 3 dips, and a 5-story drop. Where you're seated will determine how wet you'll get. Riders in the back may experience a sudden splash or spray. Those who opt for the front can expect to be soaked.
I always opt for the front.
I feel like seat 2 is worse.
It is because this is my theory. Seat 1, especially if it's a person who's heavier than other people in the car, you're getting that ever so slight tilt of the boat. The water is going to naturally go over you.
And there's the little footwell too.
And the little footwell, yes. And going to hit seat 2.
Yeah. So. Now, even like I've had RJ sit in front of me. He loves the front.
Yeah, me too. I'm a big front guy.
And I've just been annihilated.
Yeah.
You see that wave coming. You see it. It's huge.
Yeah.
And then you hear the screams. And I think that is the scariest part of the ride for me.
It is.
The aftermath. Not the drop. I love that drop.
Yeah.
I need to post. We're going to post ride pictures for this one.
I got a lot.
Me too. This is just going to be ride pictures. I've got one hand, two hands. There were no hands. With the wink and a gun. The two finger guns. That one's a recent one. Back when you could get pictures for free. So yeah,
good times.
Yeah, we got a lot of those. What do you do for the picture? Do you do pose, or are you holding on for dear life?
It depends. No, it depends. Depends. I think most famous picture is the one where you can see my receding hairline the most. But I was in the front, and it was Brandy, her Nina, and her Nina's family, right? Her Nina, Jose, I think Daniela, San Giselle, and I was like this, and I was giving the wink and the gun. I was double handing the wink and the gun, but I faced the wrong way, so I wasn't looking at the camera.
Dude, look, my feet are hooked onto the bars so they don't get wet.
Oh, nice.
And it's just me. Me with some randos. Oh, the back. It's just me.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a fun little ride. Me and Autumn.
Nice.
And the free pictures. What a time.
And they were high quality too.
Other people's faces.
Wow.
Good stuff. It's just when they're terrified.
Wow.
That was on my birthday. I was there alone once.
Oh.
I had a hotel all to myself. So I'm like, hey, it's 10:30. If I get soaked, I go to my hotel.
Go back to the hotel, yeah.
Yeah. So
we got to talk about the socks though.
the socks.
Keep the socks dry, no matter what.
As the second worst feeling on earth.
It is. It is. And who said it? Lieutenant Dan? I think Lieutenant Dan said it best. That's the one thing in Vietnam that he told all of his soldiers, keep your socks dry. And nobody ever knew why.
It's good advice.
It is.
You can get frostbite and stuff.
Yeah.
Now, you know, we talk about sustainability, the environment, blah, blah, blah. Disney hands out Splash Mountain branded Ziplocs in the store for your phone.
Do they really?
So the reason why is people used to go in there and get you remember the refillable Goofy candy?
Mm-hmm.
They had bags for it.
Mm-hmm.
So people would just go get a free bag and stick their phone in it. And now, Ziploc. And then now, your phone is waterproof.
Yeah.
But your wallet and keys are not.
So, but they still give the Ziploc?
I don't know if they still do. But even, what's it called? Jungle Cruise is sponsored by Ziploc.
What?
You'll see it when you get off the ride.
I did not know that.
Yeah. I'd say fun facts, but...
Yeah, that's not that fun.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ziploc, though. I love... Ziplocs are great.
Yeah. Oh, Target brand is decent. The green.
Nothing beats Ziploc, though.
Yeah, but the Target brand is good.
Yeah.
The
I
good
get the
value. No.
I get the Target... Oh, no.
And up, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get the Target ones for the snack size. Because...
It's a good, yeah.
Yeah, the only place that you should be buying Ziploc is at Costco. It's the only place.
The big gallons.
Yeah, because...
Dude, were those treated like gold in your childhood?
Oh,
those and paper towels.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You don't get the big gallons. You always get the snack size.
Yeah.
But the adults handle the gallon ones.
Dude, we'd put pita bread in it. My mom would be like, there was just bread in there. Save it.
Oh, wow.
I should reuse the Ziploc. Dude, Colin Moriarty had a rant about this. He's like, I am an adult. I buy paper towels. They don't cost that much. And he's like, you know, we didn't always have a ton of money, but like my dad was a New York City firefighter. So like, what was everyone's hang up about?
Brandy's like that with paper towels.
Oh, dude, I'm the paper towel king.
Me too. I'll use a few at a time. You know, I like using them for napkins. And she's like, those aren't napkins, they're paper towels. I'm like, they're just as great as napkins, but okay.
No, napkins are better.
You think so?
They're not as stiff, so you really get in there, you know?
But
napkins at the dinner table, though.
Yeah, but if I grab a whole paper towel, and the thing she does is grab one slice of paper towel, split it in half, and those are 2 napkins.
Nah.
That's I'm like, I don't
get a pack of napkins.
I'm like, I go to Costco and buy these things. Like, that's fine.
Just live your life, people. Get 2 paper towels.
Yeah.
2 halves.
Yeah.
That select the size, life changing.
Mm-hmm.
The big ones, too much.
What brand do you use?
Kirkland.
What about for toilet paper? What's your go-to?
Kirkland.
Really? 2-ply?
The Kirkland signature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Why?
That's the one I use, and Brandy hates it.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't like the super thick stuff.
She likes the super thin stuff.
Oh, Scott.
Scott.
No. You
I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Scott.
Yeah.
Get out of here. No. If you use Scott, I will send you a single roll of toilet paper. You need to send me proof, though. You send me proof of the open thing in the bathroom. Send you one roll of Kirkland.
Somebody please do it.
One roll of Kirkland. I'll UPS it to you.
You know, yesterday.
This is like two people max.
Yeah.
It's going to cost me like $30.
Not to go into too much of a rant, but we got a letter yesterday from Brandy's healthcare provider. And it said, hey, can you fill out a survey for us? And I look on the backside of the letter that before I opened it, I noticed I saw money. Like just actual.
Yeah, they paid you to do surveys.
Yeah, but they gave us $1.
Yeah.
For nothing. We didn't have to take the survey. Just for reading what was in there.
So, dude, I've done the Nielsen survey.
Yeah.
They sent $1. They go, send this survey. I'll send you another one with $5 in it. And then you do that one, like 15.
Oh.
So I made like $26 off a Nielsen survey.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't tear everything, everyone.
Yeah.
And they're crisp.
Dude, that's why I kept the $1. I told Brandy, hey, this $1 is mine. And she's like, why? Because it's so crisp. I'm like, exactly.
Why? It's me first $1.
I'm afraid.
Oh, dude, you know what is $1? Have you had those Dots pretzels?
No.
They're like twisted pretzels. They taste like mustard, but it's like MSG.
Where are these from?
Wayne told me they're $1 from Walmart, but but they sell them at Target.
Wayne, I was gonna say Wayne's pretzels.
No, Dots.
Dots pretzels. Let me see them.
Dots home style pretzels.
Never seen that in my life.
Original seasoned. Dude, man, I'm like hungry now. I'm gonna go to Target and buy these. Oh, Blue Diamond owns them.
Shout out to Blue Diamond.
But dude, these are like $1. Oh no, Blue Diamond doesn't own them.
Oh.
Can someone? I don't want the pretzel recipe with pretzels. I want to know what's in them. Anyways, you know, it's like garlic, onion, parmesan, all that kind of stuff. Amazing. Buttery. Oh, right. There's just straight up butter in it.
I see.
Good stuff.
I see.
Only $1. Okay. Where were we? Ziplocs? Okay. The vehicles.
Yeah.
Very Toontown-ish. Puffy.
You think so?
Puffy. It's soft.
Oh, that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They meant the design of it.
No. Okay. Were these vehicles like the old school bobsleds at some point? Victor said this.
Really?
And someone wrote in, I forgot your name, I'm sorry, but she said like, oh yeah, and the old Splash Mountain vehicles, RIP. And I was like,
I'm gonna look this up. I'm curious.
I tried, dude.
Really?
Yeah, and everything talks about how they put lap bars in Walt Disney World.
They did. I'm looking old Splash Mountain 1990. Let's see. Oh yeah, so Walt Disney World. Did they open up at the same time? I'm curious. They probably did. Dude, I know there was no way that people were actually. Yeah, I don't think there was support in the back. It was just like a bench. Wow.
Yeah, was everyone just sitting together?
No. It was the twos. It was every two. Here. Oh my god, dude. Why is my phone? My phone's been giving out on me.
Dude, all phones just suck.
Look, you can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
There you go. Date night at Disneyland. Ride Splash Mountain together.
Look at this.
Is it Google?
Yeah.
Yeah, Google it searches. Listen, fix notifications, put lightning. Put USB-C. I might buy one. But you know what they're
to the dark side.
You know what they're not going to do?
What?
Make the next one green because they did it now.
They might.
No, because they have to change the colors every year. So when you buy the new one, so no one thinks you're a peasant.
Dude, this looks just like the last year's blue.
No, it doesn't. That was dark. That was a better blue. Pacific blue.
Yeah.
Make the sides matte.
That I agree.
It feels more premium.
Yeah.
They act like aluminum is like the second class citizen. Aluminum's good stuff.
It is. It is expensive.
Yeah, but stainless is more expensive. It's like, ooh, stainless is heavier. It's like, yeah, I want my phone to be heavier. Come on. Okay. We're back. Vehicles. Love them. You kind of hide your feet so they don't get wet. But dry socks.
That's number one. Number one.
But there is what I call the dry dip.
What's that?
Dude, that part where it's like the
Yes.
real smooth.
Yeah.
There is no water there.
Yeah.
I love that feeling. It's cool. You're like on rollers. It's like amazing.
It's like a roller coaster within a flume ride.
I think that's where you go under the butt.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. A roller coaster in a flume. Yeah, maybe.
Interesting.
And then there's the climb.
Oh, Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, I was going to say it too.
Yeah.
That it's like a loud clacking. And then the gate at the top where you're just like, and then the gate opens. You're like, here we go. That is a steep drop.
It is.
You forget how steep it is every time.
You know, the other big flume ride is Jurassic Park, right? In Universal.
You're in like a big, huge
That's the thing.
Chevy Impala of a boat.
Yeah. It's like a Chevy Impala versus a Mini Cooper. A Mini Cooper, you feel every turn and every dip that you go in. And that's what these ride vehicles
These are motorcycles compared to the...
Yeah. So, yeah, it feels a lot steeper.
Dude, you float a little bit.
You think so? Like you get a little bit airborne?
Depends on where you're sitting, I think.
Yeah.
Front, it's not happening. But, dude, you know what it is? Middle alone, it's...
What? Are there seatbelts?
No.
That's wild.
Yeah, there's nothing.
How they never had an accident?
I think the way you're sitting, because of where your feet are, you can't really, like, stand up. Because usually the restraints are restraints, so you don't stand.
Yeah.
I don't know. There was that one kid who like got off the ride and they had to close it, but like the ride was already stopped.
Right.
That was the clickbait. But yeah, I don't know. It would not be as fun if there were seatbelts. Because you're not gonna fly out of here.
Yeah. You don't think you'll fly out even if you're
someone would have flown out by now.
that's what I was trying
It's
to
been
get
around since 1989.
Yeah.
That's
those 90s kids, man. Crazy.
yeah, the drop is phenomenal. Takes your picture. You go under the bramble, the bramb, if you will. The thorns.
That always
The
reminded
briar
me.
patch.
Yeah. That always reminded me of Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. Got to cover the castle on that for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Sick. Listen to that episode. A Darker Disneyland.
I just saw the thumbnail again.
Which one?
Of A Darker Disneyland.
What was the thumbnail?
We were, I was emo. You were emo. You were Raider.
Oh, that was the emo day.
Yeah, it was emo day.
Emo night.
Yeah.
You ever done emo night?
I didn't, but I did Electric Fields multiple times, which is emo night, but more of like MGMT-ish.
I was invited to an emo night. I'm like, I'm sorry. I cannot.
It got too popular.
No, this was like early on. And I was like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Not for me.
I'm into it.
I was never emo. I like some of the music, but I was never emo.
I was really into the music. Like really into the music. Never emo, but really into the music.
Yeah, I know.
I wish I was seen. When I was in high school, I wished I was seen, but I couldn't do it.
Why not?
I was too much of a coward. I was instead wearing Hollister.
You were a Hollister kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was more Quicksilver. Billabong.
Mm.
I never knew how to skate or surf.
Me either.
I did play hockey though.
Didn't do that either.
Yeah. I got to ice skating. It's fun. Yeah. So overall though, this ride is fun.
Heck yeah.
This is fun. It's fast in parts. It's slow. It's relaxing. It's scary. It's thrilling. It's suspenseful. Is this the moistest mountain?
No question about it. Number one on the moist level, dude. The moist meter breaking the charts.
Yeah.
I think I've said this before, but I think Splash is my favorite ride.
It is?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's everything that a ride aspires to be. It has excellent theming, excellent music. It's a thrill, quite literally, because I don't get scared on rides anymore, but I'm scared that I'm going to get wet.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm like, why am I scared? I'm like, oh, I don't want to get wet.
Yeah.
Dude, Autumn says it. I don't know. Wait, is this in the mountains episode that I didn't put it here? But Autumn said I remember writing the words 4 tenets, but I don't see it here. But Autumn said the 4 tenets of a good ride: a good story, good music. I think he said good drops, and water.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's got all of them.
The only thing that I think it lacks is the IP. It's not a strong IP.
Yeah, but neither is Space Mountain, and it's amazing.
True.
Neither is Matterhorn. Neither is Big Thunder.
But in their defense, there is no IP attached to it. There is IP attached to this.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Like it's just a poor IP.
Okay.
So the only way to you can't just take out the IP from this ride and it's a good ride still. You know what I mean?
Oh, like if it was, but like, what do you? If it was a critter ride, like,
I guess.
What do you mean?
Like
think of Pirates.
Yeah, it wasn't an IP originally.
It wasn't.
Yeah, but this was an IP originally.
But the ride is not it's not Splash of the South. It's the characters
it's
and
almost
music
like
from it.
It's like featuring.
It wasn't even. They did not call it out.
Yeah.
They just did like
it's its own thing.
Yeah, like this is Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
People didn't know. I'm sure there was some news article, but even by 1989, people weren't reading newspapers. They were reading People magazine.
That's so true.
Man, the 90s.
Yep. But yeah, anyways, I think it is my favorite ride. Top tier for me.
Yeah, it's really good. Just a shame about the socks. If I was into Crocs, this might work, but
you got to get yourself a pair.
No,
try it out.
No, don't get them for my birthday. I won't even put them on.
All
Don't do it. Not even as a joke.
Okay.
Not worth.
All right.
Not worth.
We'll see.
No, don't do it. I'm not going to wear them. I will not wear them. Dude, Adidas slides.
They're the best. Those.
So
no, I have
soft.
Nikes. I have Nikes.
No, dude, the Adidas ones are so soft.
Yeah.
The ones from Costco. Uh-oh. You're going to go now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dude, they're squish. The ones I wear when I take out the trash.
Got it.
Good stuff. Adjustable.
Do you know the ones that have like those spikes on the bottom?
What?
They're Adidas slides that have those like
the
spiky
fingers?
things. Yeah.
The villi?
Yeah.
From your intestines?
Yeah. My aunt wore those. She had the same slides for like 30 years. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And like portions of the intestines would like just be off. They would break off. She would use them so much. But I'm like, I've tried them. They're not comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't.
Dude, do you remember the ones that look like hairy?
Hairy.
Yeah. Hold on. Flip flops. It's like a weave. It's not so. Hold on.
A weave?
No. It's just. It looks like knefe, which is like an Armenian dessert, but it's not. Obviously, nobody knows what that is. They look like hay.
Hay?
Yeah. I'm like literally typing flip flops hay because I don't know how to describe this.
Like the Jesus sandals?
No, dude. Like,
I have no idea what you're saying.
if I don't find them, I'm gonna look up the Armenian dessert, and you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about.
What was the dessert? Kifte?
Type in Knefe. Okay, I found the fingers.
Knefe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen the sole that looks like this?
Yes.
That was like early 2000s.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But what was that even called? I never bought them.
I'm gonna call it squishy.
Let me see.
Squishy sole.
That was not squishy. Split toes. Did you even say split toes? And my mom freaks out. Sorry,
Why?
Mom. It's a whole thing. Everyone's got a thing. That one's a reasonable one.
I put Adidas slides 2000s.
They weren't called slides in 2000s. They were just called slippers. You know you say slipper in Armenian?
How?
Papuj.
Papuj?
No, papuj.
Papuj. Oh, you're talking about this?
No.
Oh, okay.
You mean the split toe thing?
No.
Oh, okay. We should move on, right?
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find it. Oh, these.
No. What are you doing? No.
Those are huaraches.
Good food. I taught you that, right?
You did. I had no idea that was a food. I thought it was just
Good
a
stuff,
sandal.
man. Just masa, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, shout out to Oakley flip flops. Those are the good stuff.
And the Okefenokee.
Yoki Finoki. But yeah, shout out to Splash Mountain. You know, it is what it is. But if we just had it stand on its own, It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Let's
Best
be, let's be
ride,
honest.
in my opinion, probably ever.
Yeah, I think the only thing that keeps it from being one of the best rides for me is the moist.
Yeah.
You know. Anyways, should I do you a favor? Have you watched anything recently?
Yeah. Run it.
All right. So, too many taps. There needs to be a little.
Yeah.
In the dude, I feel like we've gotten such a solid 2 years out of this.
Mm-hmm.
If they release another one, we'd buy it.
Yeah, I think so. Because when was the last time we really spent money?
On Trammin?
Yeah. Over a year ago.
It was just stickers all the time, but
Yeah.
that's it. All right. It's time for a movie of the week or something.
I want to talk about a trailer this week. Did you see the Miss Marvel trailer?
No.
Please watch it. I was pleasantly surprised by how excited I now am for this show.
It's a show?
It's a show. It's a Disney Plus show.
Another show.
It's another Marvel show.
Doesn't Moon Knight start this week?
Is it this week already?
Today's the 22nd, 21st?
Oh my God, heck yeah, dude. I'm so excited.
Is it a Wednesday joint?
It probably. But
What's up with the Wednesdays?
I don't mind it. I like the weird day in the week.
Who releases things on Wednesdays?
Disney.
That was a joke.
Yeah, I know. So when I first saw any Miss Marvel stuff, I saw a couple of pictures of how the show was going to look, and it looked like a CW show. And I was like, oof. Like they're going for that like teen drama, angst. Yeah. But plus Captain Marvel, like I didn't even care for the movie.
Oh, she's in it?
It's going to be about the Marvels. So next year they're going to come out with a movie called The Marvels, and it's going to be Brie Larson, Photon from WandaVision, and
Photon.
You saw WandaVision, right?
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. And Kamala Khan, who's Miss Marvel, the stretchy girl. And
she's stretchy?
Yeah, she's the main character of the Avengers game.
Game?
Yeah.
Oh.
The Square Enix one.
God.
Yeah. Crystal Dynamics one.
Ouch.
But you just got to check it out. It reminds me of like a mix of Spider-Man and Spider-Verse.
Still gotta watch that.
Yeah. Or you didn't see the Mitchells either, right?
The what?
The Mitchells and the Machines?
No idea what you're talking about.
No, it's Phil Lord and
No.
Chris, whatever his name is.
I don't.
They're the guys who made How I Met Your Mother.
Uh-huh.
Then they went off to make the Lego movie. And then they made Spider-Verse. And then they made this Mitchells movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very like this girl's drawing. She's retelling stories and she's drawing over what we're watching. You got to check it. You got to check it out. But anyways, I'm really excited for that. That's all I want to say.
Wait, is Miss Marvel drawing?
Yeah, she draws comics. She's a comic drawer.
Okay.
It's
I get
pretty
the
meta.
name now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch the trailer
Why not?
because I'm just gonna watch the show.
You're not. Oh, you don't really care for the weekend, right?
The guy?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, because
Not at all.
they used blinding lights and it was great.
The only reason that's good is because it's synthwave.
Yeah.
Like the only reason.
Yeah.
And then there's just better synthwave out there. And then the other
But they
only
used-
good thing about him is Daft Punk. So
But they use like an orchestral version of blinding lights for the trailer.
wait, that's like they took the part I like out of it.
Just watch it, dude. It's only a minute and a half.
Dude, that's like saying we did harder, best, better, faster, stronger, but like a cappella.
It's not. It's like Blue Monday. You know when everyone is using Blue Monday by New Order, but the orchestral version was just better.
What was there was another one that they did that was like that.
The Sony one.
Is California Dreamin'? No.
That's everywhere too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when all those trailers, they probably still do it, when they just hit that one note on the piano
Mhm.
as the scene changes?
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on.
I also
Yeah,
want.
we need a little keyboard here.
Yeah. I just want to give a shout out to Soul. Also, I rewatched Soul.
I still haven't seen it.
That's a existential movie, dude.
I haven't.
You haven't?
I watched Turning Red, and before Turning Red, I watched.
Luca.
No, there was like that. Oh, I did watch Hawkeye. But what was after Hawkeye? Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, Boba.
Oh yeah.
I haven't watched anything since Boba besides Turning Red. Like literally, I have not watched content.
Really?
I don't watch things anymore.
Jesus.
Just play, and I don't even play that much. I don't know what I'm wasting all my time on.
Yeah.
Time keeps on slipping.
I just watched all of season 7 of 90 Day Fiance.
Okay, I saw this. I don't know if do they not burn the shelter at the end of Survivor anymore?
No.
Why? The environment?
Who knows? The Survivor's very very woke.
But why not burn the
It
shelter?
probably is the environment. It's probably, I don't know. Which I don't mind. I don't mind what Survivor's turned into. I watch it every week, and I'm in my.
Oh, that's fine. But burn the shelter.
But yeah. They actually don't even have the intro anymore
Because of the
it's appropriation.
Is it?
We all know that was.
Are they singing real words? That's what matters.
I don't think so.
That okay.
Yeah. And
So what do they do? Survivor.
yeah, last week on Survivor, and then it shows Survivor. That's it. And then it has like little woo, and like little winds in the back. That was it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Man. All right. It's time for We Have It So Good, in which sometimes members of the Tram fam write in with what they miss and appreciate about Disneyland, so you guys should do that.
Oh,
If you
I'm going to back.
go to Disneyland or miss anything about it. But this past Thursday, March 17th, we went to Disneyland for St. Trammin's Day.
What?
So shout out to Kimmy, Kevin, America, Paula, Bruce, Emma, Grace, Magic Carpet Ride, Raven, and Joel. That's everyone, right?
The squad, yeah.
Yeah.
And us too. We were there too.
Yeah, we were there too.
Yeah.
I made you put the headband on.
I did. I kept it on. I felt confident for a bit, and I was like, all right, that's coming off.
We did not take a picture.
I thought about that. Well, next time we have to.
Yeah, we had the little get up on too with the colors.
Mm-hmm.
There's one picture from that night, and it's just me and Kimmy on Buena Vista Street.
That was a good night.
I like that picture, but
Yeah, it was a good night. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Lots of cool conversations. Cool seeing people interact with each other.
Yeah.
Thank you for cool gifts. You guys don't need to give us gifts, but it is cool.
Mm-hmm. And shout out to Joel, because I went to Egg Bread.
Oh, you did go because you were saying you have to.
Yeah, I was like, it's on my way home. It's so close to my house. I gotta check it out.
What time of day was it on your way home?
I went to Cost Less.
What is Cost Less?
The best outlet you'll ever go to.
Outlets aren't good.
This one is, because he buys the excess of Costco and Sam's Club only. And it's a big place. Big place. Right here. It's really close. It's off of, was it Lambert?
Well, lots of things are off Lambert.
Yeah. It's just all the way down Lambert. It's like maybe 5 minutes from here. You know where the Coffee Bean is? By the 57?
Dude, the 57 is the end of Lambert.
That's where it's at.
That's like 20 minutes away.
Is it that far?
15.
Yeah. Well, it's there. And on the way back from there, that's when I was able to go to Egg Bread.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Would you buy it Cost Less?
A queen mattress for my ADU. The Casper Element.
Dude, is it even... Oh, I was going to say facades in Armenian means deflated. It's still wrapped up, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's why. I was like, where... It's not time for the mattress yet.
No. It's in a box.
Got it.
But it's the Casper Element that they sell at Costco. $700 at Costco. $300 at Cost Less. Brand new.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Did you go there knowing it was there?
No.
Oh. I was going to say, is this a Garcia situation?
This place makes Garcia's look dumb.
Garcia's kind of look dumb.
Yeah. Hey, this one's next level. And we went there. I don't even remember for what. But I was walking around. It was Friday. And I look at in the back and I'm like, are these mattresses? And I looked at them. Yeah, sure enough. How much? How much are these? $300 each. $300? We took Brandy's car. So I had to come back the next day and pick it up. So
back to Egg Bread.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I got the Nashville hot chicken. Because it was already like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
No egg in it?
No egg.
What's the point?
It's like it was really good. It's really good. It's because like the bread is Japanese.
It's like milk bread?
Yeah.
Egg.
And yeah, egg bread. And even like he was telling me the coleslaw they make is like a vinaigrette based. So I was like, I want to try the coleslaw. And they were like the film strip fries.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the kind of fries they have there. They call them fried potatoes. They don't call them fries.
I've still never had it. Oh no, I have. Never mind. Hasselback potato.
Yeah, it was really good.
Cool. So we did get the St. Trammin's Day special. The strawberry elderberry. Oh no, sorry. Strawberry elderflower whiskey, which had strawberry lemonade mixed with ginger syrup, elderflower, and whiskey.
Did you taste any whiskey in this?
No, but I felt it.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
I did not feel it at all. And I did not taste any whiskey. So I got another one. Still didn't feel it. Still didn't taste any whiskey.
It was good.
It was very good.
Yeah. Dude, because lemonade is just,
refreshing.
So but I got one of those, and then I got the blood orange Caipirinha, which is blood orange lemonade with cachaça, which we looked up before.
We did.
It's some sort of tequila type thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I don't know. It was really good. And then Kimmy got the leprechaun sugar cookie.
I saw.
Wasn't good.
No? Tastes like a sugar cookie?
Yeah.
Like the pretty looking
I mean, it was
cookie.
good just because. So, okay. Before this, I'm like, oh, let me eat before anyone's here.
Mm-hmm.
I got the artichoke booth, the olive tapenade bread, and the potato ball type things with they were like chicharron crusted with artichoke dip.
I want to get that.
So, I ate those. And then I ate the other thing. I was like starving when I got home. I'm like, but I ate. And then I realized it was like a piece of bread and two meatball sized things.
I was not hungry when I got home.
Because you ate.
I don't even remember what it was. It was like
avocado cheesesteak?
I think it was just that. Yeah, but it was
it was
a chonker,
big
dude.
Boy.
Yeah.
I might get that. I think I'm going twice next week. And I think Kimmy doesn't like grilled onions, so I'll just get that on my own. Yeah. Because I'm going one day alone, I think. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what I ate on the way home. Oh, no, I ate at home. I made it out at like 10 o'clock at night. Yeah.
Those are good.
Yeah.
It's very good.
But yeah, it was fun. It was cool. We hung out in Hollywood Lounge like the whole time like we thought we would.
Yeah. Did we get on anything? We didn't, right?
No.
No, we didn't.
No rides. Took the tram there and back.
Yeah, we did. I think I made a left into Hollywood Land, and then just left.
Yeah, because you were going to meet up with me near Little Mermaid. Yeah. And then I was like, I called you.
Yeah.
Like, wait, you called? No,
You called me.
Yeah. Let's just go to Hollywood then. Okay.
Yeah, I was there.
And you were sitting there waiting for an Award Wieners mobile order for like 10 minutes.
20.
Yeah.
20 minutes. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. But yeah, fun trip. Nice seeing everyone. Handing out the stickers. Gonna ship. I totally already shipped them out. I might have some left. I know now it's like far away from St. Trammin's Day. I'm disappointed in myself, but I often am. So, yeah, you went again.
Yeah, we had Sunday reservations that I must have made weeks ago and just forgot about. And we had Brandy's cousin, a couple cousins, over, and Kaylee was over, so we had kind of a full house on Sunday. And I was like, let's just go later. So we ended up getting there like 7:30 at night, and it was cool. As you can see, we were taking the tram alone. I think on Sundays people don't tend to show up late.
Yeah,
because if you're a pass holder and you have the res, you're gonna go during the day. So, you have the option of going during the day and not just after work. So we went and we had the mentality of wanting to go to Food and Wine because we hadn't done it yet. So we're walking in and we run into Chris and Cindy, Brandy's cousin and best friend, who we go to Disneyland with a lot. And they were just walking out. We were like, oh, what's up, guys? We were going to text you, but we didn't, So they actually turned around and followed us for a while. Nice. And they were hanging out with us. And while I went to what's the booth called? The Caliente? Peppers Caliente.
Caliente.
And we got a couple things. We got the empanada, The chileno empanada.
Which you didn't like, man. What the heck?
I'm surprised. I was so excited to eat it, dude, and I swallowed that thing. I was so hungry, and I ate it, and I was like, the outside was cold. I felt like it got like
mine was hot.
It was?
Yeah.
Okay. I felt like I got like a Kraft cheese level of cheese on the inside.
Mine was full of cheese. Dude.
I barely had any cheese in mine. The salsa was good. I'll give it that.
That was like the whatever part.
Really?
For me. Yeah. But I had so much cheese.
Mine had like no cheese.
Dude, look at this. Hold on. Let me get the close-up shot. Look at all that cheese.
Yeah, that's a lot more cheese than I had.
Yeah.
A lot more. Brandy got it too. We bought one of each because I knew I was going to want to get it for myself because of how much she told me. And she said she loved it.
Yeah, okay.
I was like, what the heck, man? And I also got her it's a Paloma. Spicy pineapple Paloma.
Too spicy for me.
This one wasn't spicy, actually.
Maybe the way
it just depends how it's made. Yeah.
I got it like the second day, you know.
This one wasn't too spicy. I remember Joel getting it at the Tram Fan meetup, and he did not like it either. He said it was too spicy. But Brandy got it, and we both had it, and it tasted like pineapple more than anything.
Did you ever get the apricot one?
No, haven't got it, but I'm going to.
We're recording that in like 2 weeks.
I know. Well, I'll be back. We also went to, I think it's called Cock-a-Doodle-Doo, something like that.
Cluck-a-doodle moo.
Cluck-a-Doodle Moo. Thank you. And I got the French onion slider
With the cheese sauce?
with the cheese sauce. Yeah.
It's a thick beef piece, right?
Yeah.
Hard to bite.
Yeah. No,
Taste was good though.
Taste was all right. It was good. Yeah, 4 out of 5 probably. And Brandy got this was at the other booth, the Impossible Avocado. Wasn't for me, dude.
Listen. The impossible stuff like mixed in is good.
Yeah.
Like when they just replace things, right? Impossible as a thin patty. It's a good like Whopper replacement. Thicky boy impossible like that is not good.
Yeah.
Although, have you tried the Impossible chicken nuggets?
No.
They taste like Dino Bites.
Interesting.
I have them. Trader Joe sells them.
Wow.
Just straight up Dino Bites, which that's what frozen chicken nuggets should taste like.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
She liked it. And I was like, okay.
They used to put so much avocado.
Yeah, they put a good amount. And then I got it was like a blackberry, blueberry, lemonade kind of thing. I was just like disappointed in general, dude. Like for food and wine, everything I've gotten so far, I'm excited to go back and try more stuff.
You gotta get like the tots with gravy and cheese curds.
Yeah.
You gotta get
there's a lot of stuff
the
I'm missing.
IPA sausage dog.
Okay, check this out. I went to that booth and I said, there was nobody in line. I was like, hey, I want to get the sausage dog. And she's like, oh, we're out. I was like, okay, all right. Can I order for the other booth down there? And she's like, I said, we're out. And I was like, no, but like, I want to. She's like, we're not taking any orders. Okay. All right. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. She a bit of an attitude, but I was like, yeah, they were out. But I did want to get that. That was the first thing I wanted to get.
And then there's
I want to try the mac and cheese, the peanut butter one.
Yeah, just because it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have got the ranch wings, but because outside the Cluck-a-Doodle Moo.
They're like fine.
Really?
I mean, they're good.
Yeah.
There's pretzel bites with cheese at the beer garden area.
I want to try those balls, the chorizo balls, the ones that you got.
No, it's not chorizo.
I mean,
artichoke dip.
Yeah, isn't it in
Chicharron.
Chicharron.
Yeah. Tastes
chicharron
like
balls.
potato balls from
Portos. That's what I kind of figured.
But it's good. It's
Yeah.
cheesy. It's not meaty.
So we were just hanging out. Didn't do much. We did do a lot. Now that I think about it, we did Incredicoaster. We did Midway Mania because it was 15 minutes. I've never seen it at 15 minutes. We did Aerial, and I noticed something. Have you ever seen the wheelchair ADA accessible?
Yeah.
I had never seen that.
It's like a chariot.
It's a chariot, dude. That is so cool. And we also did the swings twice.
Ooh.
Because we went on the swings, it was like 9:57 and closed at 10. And she said over the loudspeaker, if you guys would like to ride again, as our last riders of the night, feel free to stay on.
Nice.
And we stood on, and they were great. So I'm so appreciative of the tram. You know, walking out and just, dude, we walked out through the hotel, through DCA and Grand Californian, made a right, made a quick left to the very end of the tram, walked right on. It was beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful.
And for, let's just say, current state of affairs. The homie Josh, president of Parks, Experiences, and Products, said the reservation system is here to stay. So please add it to the app.
Please.
Because there's a nice button, and then a second nice button, and then it opens your browser. Yep. And then you have to log in, and then you get your favorite email.
Yeah.
Every time you make a reservation, you get 2 emails.
Yep. A lot of emails.
You logged in, and you got a reservation. So,
I'm gonna check reses.
No, I already did.
Well, what are we at?
I'm going Thursday.
This Thursday.
I just made a reservation for Thursday. I'm going to get that sandwich. You want to go?
I'm gonna see. It's still available?
Yeah, it said Disneyland. Tomorrow is also available, Wednesday.
Is it really?
Yeah, but I'm getting a haircut tomorrow.
And I'm watching Survivor tomorrow.
Yeah. Try to get that Thursday. Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm going to get that cheesesteak, though. Or unless, what's the other thing we got to try? If the sausage dog is there, we'll both get the sausage dog.
I'm down. I'm down.
We'll do that. Oh, I can wait for the cheesesteak. What?
Yeah, I'm not going to say it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, is it open?
Let's see. Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom. Ding, dong, ding.
Nope.
Did you check both of your boxes?
Yeah.
Uncheck Brandy. Or is she working? Is she not working? I don't know.
Who knows? Nope. But Saturday is.
Did I take the last reservation?
You must have. Saturday is weirdly available.
Is it both of you, though?
No, it's just me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
You took the last one.
Oh, well. Sorry.
Except I wouldn't mind going Saturday.
Do that.
But by myself?
Oh, you could go back. She
can.
Oh, damn. Dude, because we keep wanting to go Sundays because they've been empty.
Yeah.
And I'll freaking believe. Okay, so here's what I have to say about the reservation system. Now, Disney's happy. Everyone's going, right? You just going to keep trying?
I'm getting June 5th because that's the next Sunday available. So why not?
I think I have my birthday. But I grabbed that as soon as it opened. I'm like, I know I'm going that day.
Yeah.
So here's my theory about getting rid of reservation system. You here?
Yeah, I'm here.
If they got rid of it, I think it would take about 2 weeks and the capacity would regulate itself.
Probably like it did in the past.
Yeah. I'm not going. It's too busy. I'll go on Wednesday. I think that's the solution. But they want everyone there every day. So they don't care. But just saying.
When you have a reservation, you feel more inclined to go.
Yeah.
Like you have to go now. I don't like that feeling.
Yeah, me neither. Like, oh, I could get Thursday. But what if I feel like crap Thursday morning? Too late. Yeah. And you said they're enforcing the thing.
Now they are.
All right. Well, that's what Disney's like now. It's fine, but it has been busy.
Busy. Especially if you go during the week.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I think it's because of those California passes.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because they can only use them Monday through Thursday. A lot of people are going to burn them by going after work.
But then Fridays are also just busy.
That one, I don't know.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Sundays have been the best, in my opinion.
But they're always full for some reason.
Yeah. That's why I've just been making every Sunday I can find.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. But whatever. It is what it is. So, Rain, what time is it?
It's pizza time.
Time for one last bite. Rain, as always, what is the best food you ate this week?
On Sunday, I had some extra Pillsbury biscuits in the fridge because I had made some biscuits and gravy on Saturday. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a beef stew today. Bought some chuck roast, carrots, potato, onions.
Is this like the official stew of Trammin that we're trying to make?
Yeah, it pretty much is.
We should have listed that.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And as a side to the beef stew, I was like, you know what? I don't want this dough to go bad because I had already popped it, the day before. So I looked couple things up and I found a recipe for cheese balls. So you flatten out these biscuits, you cut them in half, and you stuff it with cheese and you roll it up into a ball. Put garlic, salt, and butter and put it on top of the biscuit. Holy cow, dude. It is next level.
This sounds healthy.
Yeah, no, not at all. But what it tasted like was a Olive Garden breadstick that was cheese filled.
Uh-huh.
It was really good. Best drink. I'm going to have to probably give it to the Elderflower.
Ooh.
The Elderflower whiskey, yeah. And best sweet, I am going to, I don't know if this was mine last week or it kind of like fed in to Trammin. Did I talk about the brownies that Keely made?
Yeah.
Okay, that was last week. Okay. So this past...
You still had some left, so maybe that's
Yeah,
why.
that's why. It kind of like trickled in right there. What is the best sweet? I don't know if I had any sweets this past week. I must have. Oh,
Nothing from the chocolate factory?
ooh, Trolley sour gummy worms. I went to the 99-cent store. They had a $5 pack at the 99-cent store. Go figure.
Have you seen that monster pack at Target?
No,
They have it on the shelf next to the freezer.
it's probably that one that I got, the 99.
I sent it to Kev because, dude, nothing tastes better than sour gummies after a long hike. You're oxygen deprived.
Yeah.
Your sugar's low. You eat some of those. I did that. Remember, that's the picture I sent you. Because
Yeah.
I was in Mammoth alone. You okay, dude? Doing great. And I was eating a sour gummy. Because otherwise, I'm never going to send Rain a selfie.
Yeah. But those things just hit so hard, dude. They're so good. So good.
Yeah, the trolley ones are just...
Yeah.
Man.
I also had, I found these chocolate covered bananas. They're called Diana's. Chocolate covered bananas, and they're so good. That's the one that I got. Yeah, I got that's at 99-cent store for $5.
It's $5.69 at Target.
Ah.
So I don't... Yeah.
Yeah.
Resealable?
Yeah.
You're never
so-
sealing that back up.
We almost finished them because
Yeah,
it was like 5 of us.
Dude, they were watermelon sharks in this trolley.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
Okay. Sorry. I kind of talked over you.
No, you're good.
You good?
Yeah, go for it.
So for me, best food. So it was simply going to be a baked potato covered in butter.
Ah,
Because it was
the classic.
Dude, I just butter and salt. I don't need your chives.
Yeah.
I don't need your sour cream.
Yeah.
I was going to give a shout out. Chick-fil-A mac and cheese.
Good.
You buy that with like 12 nuggets, chop up the nuggets,
Throw them in the mac.
throw them in the mac.
That's good.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
But Sunday, I had to stay home in the morning to snake a drain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, fun stuff. Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? But
What drain was it?
the sink in my room, and I did not clog it. Previous owner, which makes it more gross.
Was it that really long orange one or the spoil one? The spool one.
It's the spool one, but you could put a drill on it. So you feed it with your hand.
Yeah.
And then when you got to do the shaky part,
Yeah.
you just turn the drill on. Just
Oh, that's cool.
and it,
Yeah.
I did it like 10 times. It was a nightmare. I took apart all the pipes. I didn't go through the drain. I had to take apart the pipes.
Wait, what?
I'd take apart all the pipes in the sink.
Yeah.
And then go through the pipe in the wall. Because you can't snake past like 10 different elbows, you know?
Right.
I got it all out. It was terrible. So anyways, that being said, I was going to go to dinner at my parents' house, but I was going to hang out with Kimmy and Laguna.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, let's get some coffee as we do. One of our favorite things to do together. And I need a little snack, So we went to Black Dot because I've never been. BLK.dot.
What is this?
They sell like Vietnamese coffee and stuff, but it's a coffee shop with food.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a bagel sandwich. It was bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel with like some like chipotle sauce.
Okay.
But it was a sauce, not aioli.
Yeah.
Like a cheese sauce, maybe a cheddar sauce, which I don't normally like, but it was good. And they're like, "What bagel do you want?" And then I was like, "Oh, what?" And then she's like, "Hold on." She comes back. We only have jalapeno cheddar. I'm like, "I'll do it." Dude, toasted jalapeno cheddar bagel.
Delicious.
Some people haven't tried.
Yeah.
It's so good. So I think that's my number one just because it hit.
Mm-hmm.
It just hit so right. And
What's your opinion on, now that we're on the topic of bagels, on cream cheese and salmon?
lox.
What's lox?
That's what it's called. LOX. Lox.
It's like the two worst things on the planet.
No, you got to add the capers too.
And the cake. Oh my God. That's like 3 things I don't really like.
That's a gif. Dude, you gotta upload these videos. That was there's a chef's kiss of a chef's kiss.
You really like it?
Love it. I don't like the onions. Get those out of here.
Yeah.
Love that. Dude. Okay. Oh, you don't like smoked salmon though, so obviously not. But you know what's better than
cream cheese?
You know what's better than cream cheese? Tzatziki. That's how we would make it at my house. So what does salmon go with? Dill. So my mom would take the yogurt, you add a little bit of water and salt, whatever, some cucumber and some dill. And that, instead of cream cheese, that's the stuff. Tzatziki on smoked salmon. Locks.
That
Good
actually
stuff.
sounds better.
Yeah, because it's fresh.
Yeah.
Cream cheese is heavy. I love cream cheese. But what do they call it? Schmear. Shout out to Einstein Brothers. There was one at Cal Poly in the business building.
Really?
Where, I was.
Yeah.
I'd eat there like every day. It was so expensive. It was like $6 breakfast sandwich in like 2015.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, that was the best food. Best drink, I'm going to give it to over there. It was a sweet.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But, okay, so it was the mojito. Their mojito.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, can I get the oat milk? They're like, oh, it's actually black coffee, the syrup, and a heavy whipping cream foam. Thank you, Kev. Heavy whipping cream doesn't have much lactose in it because it's milk fat. Lactose is a sugar.
Mm.
So, and like you can look at milk and see how much sugar it has. It's basically lactose level, let's say. I had 1 pill on me. So I'm like, that'll cover the sandwich in this. So I'm like, okay, I'll do that. And I think that the reason she felt bad too, the barista or whatever, is like, oh no, we can add oat milk, but this thing is heavy whipping cream. I'm like, what bagel do you have? The cheddar one.
I see.
But it was good stuff. But I mixed it. I don't need the cold foam on top.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got the salted caramel cold foam at Starbucks. Mixed it right in.
Yeah.
I don't want to sip foam and then black coffee. First sip, disgusting. Took like 3 more sips. I was in love with it.
Wow. Okay.
Because you're the one who told me to get the mojito from Phil's.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's got crushed mint leaves in it.
I love that.
But
I love that thing.
It was iced too. This is so good. So yeah, love that. And the best sweet. Did you ever have to sell world's finest chocolates as a child?
Yeah. Mr. Cluckin.
What?
He was the guy who would come every single year and present to us
We didn't get the crazy stuff.
why it melts in your mouth and not in your hand. World's finest chocolate.
It melts in your hand.
He would swear up and down that it wouldn't melt in your hand.
No, you know what doesn't melt in your hand? M&Ms. That's what the candy coating is.
Yeah.
But anyways, my mom had a box of the little chocolate mints.
Really? I haven't seen those in years.
2 boxes. Dude, those are so good. Those are the best thing they had. The crunch was good too.
I like, yeah.
The
like the almonds.
WF crisp.
I like the almonds
Oh, in the box?
in the box.
Because
Yeah.
they're milk chocolate with sugar.
Yeah.
But this mint chocolate hit the best. But also, my parents had just one of those cinnamon rolls that comes in a container that you microwave for 10 seconds.
Mhm.
It's phenomenal. Dude, that icing just all over the plate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Like when I'm like, Kev, is that good? It's amazing. Go get it before it disappears. Awesome. So that was the best sweet. So yeah, I was eating all right this week. It was good stuff. But let's talk about wet foods, moist foods, if you will. How do you? Are you the one who doesn't like wet burritos?
Yeah. I'm like just so whatever about wet burritos.
They're not as good as you think they are.
No, a regular burrito I feel like is just superior because you control the amount of salsa that is going to be consumed in the burrito.
Now,
for the most part.
Now, there was a really good wet burrito at Asada. I sent you that picture. It was bigger than my arm.
Yeah.
It's a little too much. But they didn't put too much. It was, you know what it was? It was like tomatillo salsa.
Yeah, see, I'm not.
Oh, you don't like tomatillo?
It's okay. Like, it's fine.
But you know what I like about tomatillo, though? Do you like salsa verde, though?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's pretend it was salsa verde.
Okay.
You could put a swimming pool of salsa verde, and it's not too much. Because it's
spiciness, right?
Yeah, it's just there.
Yeah.
But yeah, wet burritos are good. I like the soggy tortilla. However, nothing beats slowly peeling the foil of a burrito that can't stand up on its own. You like kind of hold it on the plate and just kind of.
And shout out to the bean and cheese. I had a bean.
I
and
don't
cheese
like that
today.
it's just kind of all over the place when you bite it. How do you
so
control
good.
that?
You don't. You just eat it.
Dude, my mom used to make she'd make them and freeze them.
Oh yeah.
She would get just like the Guerrero tortilla.
Mm-hmm.
She'd put the is it the Maria's refried beans or something? You know, the can
Juanitas.
Juanitas.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of that, a little bit of tapatio, just a touch. like a couple dots, and like shredded cheese, and then she just fold it up and stick it in the freezer.
That's great.
Dude, it was ready to go.
Yeah.
And it's already in saran wrap. You just throw it in the microwave.
Yeah.
Or if if we're feeling good, microwave for a second, throw it in the pan.
Oh, crispy.
Yeah. A little bit of oil. Sorry, I didn't have a comal. All right. But yeah, bean and cheese is all right.
I love bean and cheese.
How do you feel about the California burrito? I know this is.
I'm not a fan.
I want one like once a year.
Like the fries don't belong in a burrito for me.
They don't. That's why it's a California burrito.
Yeah.
Because of the guac.
And the guac. Yeah, the fries and the guac.
Dude, I found an old tweet. Back in the day, remember 1 hour photo?
Yeah.
Paying for that was like paying $1.75 for guac. It's like it's not that much more, but you feel like elite.
Yeah.
But also like, oh, should I have done that?
Yeah. Oh, man, there used to be that in every
1 hour
Costco,
photo, man. Oh, there was one next to Top 40 video. Near the Wiener Schnitzel on Beverly and Norwalk.
Yeah, there was.
Good times. 1 hour photo. Next to dry
Subway.
cleaners. Yeah, and the Subway.
Yeah.
That Subway.
Went there a lot.
Did you ever get the kids sandwich in the roll?
Yeah. I never liked it, though.
You're not a cold cut guy.
Yeah.
You don't like mayo. Mayo is like it's what cold
Except
cuts
I
are
like
built
the
on.
Jersey Mike's because they don't use mayo.
They
you can
do,
get
but
mayo.
it's the oil and vinegar.
Yeah, I like that.
Anyways, cereal.
Oh, sog it up, dude. Sog it up. Just let it soak for at least 10 minutes. Good to go.
Rain, name that cereal. Cinnamon toast.
Soggy.
No. Cinnamon toast crunch. But okay.
No crunch needed in Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay, are you anti-crunch completely?
Yes, completely
So
anti-crunch.
you're not. Okay, Kimmy and I agree on this.
Mm-hmm.
I think this just explains why we get along so well. Cocoa Pebbles. You want the soggy, like iceberg. You know when you see the iceberg, right?
Mm-hmm.
The bottom is bigger. You want that soggy, but you want a little bit of crunch on top, and they mix.
Mm-mm.
You don't like
All sog. All sog. What's hilarious is one of my favorite cereals is Raisin Bran Crunch. But I let that thing sog off, dude. That granola just,
no.
And
There's
like-
some that need to get a little soggy, like a Honey O's.
Some good soggy, yes.
Now, I've seen you at your party at Raincella.
Yeah.
He goes, no. I'm like, how soggy? He goes, watch this. Gets a cup, fills it with Cocoa Puffs, fills it with water, puts a spoon on top to drown it. And then he's like, I'll be back in 10 minutes. And it was like a full 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And he's living it up.
Yeah. It's delicious, dude. Oh,
God, no, too much.
oof. I have some Dunkin' Donuts mocha latte cereal waiting for me. Yeah, I'm going to try that.
Dude, I can't buy cereal because I'll just keep pouring more and more
I know.
and more.
I'm the same way, dude. What's your opinion on Honey Nut Cheerios?
I like burp after I eat them.
Really?
But they're like,
It's like a Costco hot dog kind of thing?
yeah,
Yeah.
but they're good.
They're good.
They're so good.
Did you grow up with them?
Yeah.
I think everyone grew
Were
up
they
with
cheap?
I don't know, dude, but every household grew up with Honey Nut Cheerios.
You don't like because you get the 3-pack at Costco.
Maybe.
So it's cheap.
I feel like it was that cereal that was quote unquote healthy
Healthy enough.
enough.
There's
Yeah.
less unhealthy.
Yeah. Where you're not getting the super sugary stuff. So that's what your parents will let you eat.
I never. Are we gonna do a cereal discussion?
Yeah.
Is today the day?
Yeah.
I don't like Cookie Crisp.
I've never had it.
What?
I've never had it.
It's like oily. It has a
Really?
film.
Really?
Honey Smacks.
Honey Smacks smack.
I don't like them. That
I
was like
love
my
'em.
dad's favorite cereal.
I love those. In the foil bag?
God, the foil bag,
Yeah.
dude. I don't like like Pops.
I love that.
No, I don't
love
like
that.
Pops.
Yeah, Apple Jacks?
Apple Jacks are good.
I love Apple.
They got rid of the foil bag though.
Did they?
I think a long time ago.
Wow. Honey Bunches of Oats.
I know it's your favorite.
Yeah.
That's good. My dad is a pro though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't. You might like this though because even though you appreciate the crunchy cereal when it's soggy,
Mm-hmm.
like 2/3 Honey Bunches of Oats and 1/3 Frosted Flakes.
Interesting. Interesting. Ooh.
It's a good
okay,
mix, dude.
Okay.
Because Frosted Flakes are cornflakes.
Yeah.
Honey Bunches of Oats has cornflakes, but they're wimpy.
Yeah, they are.
They're not substantial.
Oh, I got excited, dude. Oh, man.
You're into this. Yeah, dude. He would have that with whole milk.
I have some whole milk at home because I cooked with it. I need to try this.
Yeah.
I mean,
no almond though. Original.
Yeah.
The almonds are.
Yeah, I don't like the almond.
Blue box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have the strawberries. And it's just original.
Yeah. They're original. I miss original.
What about regular Cheerios?
They're good.
I don't like them.
Frosted Cheerios.
Those are good. Those are the blue box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good blue box.
Yeah.
Oreos.
Never had them.
They're all right.
Yeah, I've never had them.
Grape Nut O's, RIP.
Those were good.
You remember them?
I remember them.
You're a cereal connoisseur like I am.
I loved cereal, dude.
Because grape nuts, it's weird on their own. But the O's stuffed with grape nuts, because they had the grapey flavor.
What about O's?
Oh, Honey O's.
The
yellow box?
Yeah, the yellow box.
Yeah, those are Honey O's.
Oh, okay.
I think that might be Kimmy's number one cereal. That's my number 3 cereal.
That's good. They're very good.
Number 1, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Number 2, Cocoa Pebbles.
Cocoa Pebbles.
Really? They're more chocolatey. They make chocolate milk. Number 3, Honey O's.
Cocoa Pebbles, Fruity Pebbles, and Rice Krispie. Soggy is interesting.
They're like
it's like putting
stew.
Yeah, it's like stew.
It's like porridge.
Yeah, it's good. It's so good.
Yeah, Fruity Pebbles are good.
Yeah.
I think they're better than Fruit Loops and Tricks, because Tricks are just balls now.
I like Tricks. Oh, they're balls now? They're not
You haven't had Tricks for 5 years at least, dude. They are not shaped like
the fruit.
They are Cocoa Puffs, but fruit.
What?
You haven't seen this?
No,
dude.
This is like the EL fudges, dude.
Oh my god, I don't know if I've ever had an EL fudge.
I don't think I've ever had.
But they're not. There's a better dude.
What? I used to love getting Tricks. Man,
Lucky Charms. I love those fake
hard
marshmallows.
pass. That's my anti-cereal.
I love those soggy.
I'm
all sog it up with the Lucky Charms.
You know what the worst part of Lucky Charms are? The O's. They're just regular, like wheat O's.
The cereals, cereal part?
Yeah.
You could buy a bag of the marshmallows.
That's the best part of the cereal.
They sell 5-pound bags of marshmallows.
It's not good. It's not good. And I love marshmallows. But just, no. Those are hard marshmallows.
So you like Cocoa Puffs?
Yeah, I like Cocoa Puffs.
They're all right.
Yeah, they're my all right.
They're mid-tier.
Yeah.
We got to do a Trammin Plus tier list.
Of cereal?
Yeah, we'll have a cereal talk.
Yeah.
Because then we should do that remote.
I'm down.
That would be fun.
Yeah, because you even got your off-brands.
I've never.
You never got the big bag?
I don't partake in off-brand cereal. That's the one thing I'm branding. Choco Sucaritas?
Choco Sucaritas?
Have you had those?
No.
They're chocolate frosted flakes. They used to only be in Mexico, so they would sell them at the Pico Target. And now they're just chocolate frosted flakes. They sell them here.
Oh, wow. What about the Chocolas? The
That's all right. No blueberry, though.
Yeah.
And the other one.
Captain Crunch.
Ooh, good stuff. Captain Crunch berries.
Even better.
Peanut butter, though. Nah.
Same thing with like the Reese's Puffs.
Okay. All right. Reese's Puffs are all right. Do you know what Reese's Puffs wish they were?
Huh?
Chocolate peanut butter Cheerios. Have you had those?
No. That sounds good, though.
Top tier.
Right.
Phenomenal. Reese's Puffs, compound sand. This is so good. The Cheerios. Because they got all these Cheerios now.
Yeah.
Multi-grain Cheerios. I loved multi-grain Cheerios as a kid. They have different textures.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go on now.
We can go on and on. Is there just like a big one we're missing though? Oh, honeycomb. I like.
Yeah, it was good. It was always that cereal that was on commercials for me.
Yeah.
But I never got it.
Kicks.
Yeah.
No. Do you like Total?
It's okay.
I don't like it. I like Wheaties though.
Wheaties are okay to me too. They're kind of cardboard.
I actually like cornflakes.
Me too.
But I don't like Chex.
Top tier though, for no question about it, the Frosted Flakes with bananas.
I've never had that.
Oh, best combo, dude. Oh,
Dude, best like dry snack. Regular Cheerios, semi-sweet chocolate chips. Autumn's dad taught me that. So just mix them in a bowl, eat them. Yeah. What's your top 3 though? Because I gave my top 3, so let's just do the top 3, and then we'll move on.
Honey Bunches of Oats, Raisin Bran Crunch, and then probably Frosted Flakes with bananas.
You like the flaky?
I guess I do.
Yeah, we'll do a whole thing on this. We gotta do the ASMR crunches too.
Yeah. No crunch here. The sog.
Oh right.
Like the sponge.
Dude, I'm gonna be like.
Yeah.
It says pizza time now. Yeah. And then you're just gonna be like the moist like.
Yeah.
I'm not sorry for that. Okay. You ever leave back into wet foods? You ever just leave an Oreo in milk way too long? Yeah. But it's never too long.
Yeah.
It just melts in your mouth.
Yeah, that sounds so good right now, dude.
Okay. Speaking of cereal, dude, buy mini Oreos. and eat them like cereal.
Oh my God,
I've
that's
done
scary. That's scary.
It's good.
That's scary.
It's good stuff. You could buy the cup of them, so you
Yeah.
don't buy the bag. That's good stuff. Dude, a wet chocolate chip cookie with milk. Yeah, you're a soggy king. So
I am. Yeah, but chocolate chip cookies are, I don't know, because I like the Chewies more than the regular Chips Ahoy.
fresh baked.
Oh, fresh baked?
With milk.
With milk? Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Man, I feel like I'm gonna go drive somewhere and get a cookie.
You have the crumble place now.
Dude, screw Crumble.
I didn't realize that it's a chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that
Dude,
when I brought
we got them. If you got them after we got them,
No,
it's too much, right?
it's too much.
Shout out to Tess. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Because we haven't gotten a rant.
Yeah.
But there was a cookie rant.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, don't make my cookies fancy. Just bake the cookies.
Yeah.
And that's all. I want the cookies from like your parents. You know, I want the
It's
cookies
like-
I baked.
Like Diddy Reese.
What?
Diddy Reese? I think I've talked about it before.
What is that?
The place right next to UCLA in Westwood.
You swallow that piece of ice. It's so ridiculous.
Next to UCLA in Westwood.
Yeah. Oh,
The ice cream sandwich place.
Autumn. I think he was mad at how overrated that place was. He went to UCLA.
Oh, he didn't like it?
I don't know.
I liked it because it was so cheap too. It's like
I don't know what
$1.50
he
for
said.
like a sandwich.
Let's see. I want to see if he replies quickly. At Autumn. Super quick thoughts on Diddy
Diddy Reese.
Reese. Okay. But what do they do? Is it ice cream? Is it afters
It's ice cream sandwiches
with cookies?
with cookies but they're fresh. Dude, they're like your grandparents' kind of cookies. Like a thick chocolate
My
chip.
grandparents are from a village.
Cookie.
They
Okay,
didn't make cookies. They dyed eggs with onion peels. It's like a tradition. They turn red.
What?
I gotta show you those.
Like pickled
No, like for Easter.
with onion peels?
The peels, yeah. Like the red, red onion
Yeah.
peels? Yeah. It would be like this dark.
And they would dye eggs with that?
Yeah.
Why?
Onion dyed eggs. Yeah, it's a thing, dude. See, look at that rich color.
Huh.
They didn't have paws in the village.
Oh, I see.
I don't even know if they did that there.
What about
but
peeps?
Okay. Did we talk about ribs and barbecue sauce? And
No.
No?
No.
I prefer dry.
Oh, we
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
We
yeah.
did.
The dry with the dip.
Yeah.
Any other wet foods? What is it? Wet food. Not soup. Soup is
Yeah,
it's soup.
Yeah. Wet foods, mole.
I thought about putting mole.
Shout out to
I
mole.
love mole. It's
Me
just
too.
Hardcore chocolate.
You know, there's this place right by my work. We always need to find that hole in the wall, random little Mexican spot. Okay, we found a new one called Chilitos, I think it's called, and they have a mole chilaquiles. It doesn't sound like it. It sounds like it doesn't work.
It's the texture of the pepper.
Sounds like it doesn't work, but it works.
Are they chopped peppers or full pepper?
Wait, pepper? What peppers?
Wait. What did you say?
Mole chilaquiles.
Chilaquiles. I heard chile relleno.
Oh no.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, no. That doesn't work.
Okay. No, this sounds good.
Yeah,
Okay.
it works. It works.
the
really
true
well.
dessert nachos.
Yeah.
Dude. Classic Autumn. First word is the word cheap. Cheap prices, not bad. Wouldn't go out of my way for it though. If you're close and craving an ice cream sandwich, it's good. I'm gonna say Trammin says thank you. Trammin says thank you. Okay. Yeah, mole, awesome. I'm trying to think. Are they like wet Armenian foods? Oh, baklava is wet sometimes.
Baklava?
Baklava.
Oh, baklava. Oh, I see. I thought it was something different, dude. I don't know.
Gotta
Yeah.
anglicize it for you. You know, it's like wet with the sugar
Wait,
syrup.
so how do you say it?
Baklava. Yeah.
Baklava.
Yeah, there you go.
Ah, nice. Sorry. I love that stuff. It's good.
Wet.
Yeah.
Wet walnuts.
But sticky.
Sticky.
Yeah.
Do we talk about sticky foods? No, that's maybe for another time.
Yeah.
Anything else that's wet?
Yeah.
I think that's that's not everything.
Melted ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
wet. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I think this is the ultimate soggy soak. Blah blah blah. a half-eaten deep dish cookie with the ice cream soaking into it.
Oh yeah.
That's
That's
dude,
the Pazuki.
yeah, the hot cookie
Yeah.
with the cold ice cream soaking in, and it's like cream, so much cream, dude. Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. And I think it's so good that with that,
Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next week.
see you real soon. Bye.
Bye.